Oh, hello and welcome to What Are We Talking About with Jamie Jakes. I am him, and we are here to live stream watch the Baltimore Ravens take on the Bengals. It is in Baltimore as Lamar Jackson play action, throws it to Mark Andrews, catches it for a first down. The time on the clock is 14:53. It is best if you're watching with me at home to sync up with us so you can keep up with us live. Turn your TV down and listen to us. It is really the only way, unfortunately, that you will be able to enjoy these episodes. That's kind of the whole point. I am here with Mr. Hans, our resident Baltimore Ravens fan. How are you doing, Mr. Hans?
Doing well tonight. Looking forward to this. Already off to a hot start.
Yes, the Ravens are on to a hot start. I am going to get on mic in just 1 second as Mark Andrews takes a run to the left for a gain of 1 on the play. I hear our garage door opening, which means Natalie's here, everybody, coming back from her final. She did not study. She had a 97 in the class, and the final was worth 15 points. So she just took it, circled C, and came home so she can hang out with us and see me for the first time in person in over a week. How are you doing, Natalie?
I got a 70.
That's pretty good. 70 on the final, Natalie says, off camera, off mic.
90 in the class.
It works. It's passing.
Pretty good.
Hey,
Baltimore Ravens drop back, throw over the middle to the
Save
rookie.
Flowers. Look at that. Look at that
Turns the
move.
corner. He's
Good
got wide
blocking.
space, and he's out of bounds. Gain of 30 on the play.
Great block.
Isaiah
Likely.
Yeah, Isaiah Likely is like one of these underrated players that just kind of shines when they decide to use him. But like under the radar, great blocker.
He's a young Vernon Davis.
Yeah.
Well,
and hopefully does not end up with the mental capacity of Vernon Davis.
I'm giving up on the scoreboard. It's not updating. I apologize. We will keep you updated live in person. Miss Natalie, back from a work trip from Las Vegas. How was the Formula One stuff that's going on in Las Vegas,
They
Natalie?
wanted me to drive. I was supposed to be the backup.
Is that Lamar?
Oh,
Lamar
they
Jackson
almost
pulled it and ran it on
they
second
almost
down.
put you in Max
Okay,
Verstappen.
I'll be
like
honest.
gain
I
8
usually
yards.
watch Thursday Night Football just in the highlights because I'm out doing open mics on Thursday. And so does Amazon always do it like this from the overhead view? Is this something new?
We have Amazon Prime Vision on currently, which does primarily do the overhead view.
Okay, I don't mind. I mean,
We really like it outside of the punting, and they do a really bad on replays, we've noticed. Oh, is that a defensive alert?
Yep. Yes. Oh, yeah.
I
There it
think it's
is.
literally just when anybody moves.
I think it is, which is
Handoff.
ridiculous.
Keaton Mitchell.
To Keaton Mitchell, Harbaugh said that they were going to give him the ball a lot more. Rookie for the Baltimore Ravens. I don't even know exactly where he came from. Keaton Mitchell, do you?
I know he was an undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
I want to say East Carolina.
Lamar Jackson drops back alone.
With
He
Isaiah Likely.
rolls out to the left. He's going to run for a first down, and he's going to plop himself down inside the 15. The Ravens are moving the ball with ease here in the first quarter. There's 11:33 left here on the clock for us.
Can you look at Mila? She's trying to escape through the fence.
Uh-oh. Our cat's trying to escape our clutches here.
The meow cry of freedom.
Come here.
He went to East Carolina U,
East Carolina, Keaton Mitchell.
the Pirates.
Ah, yes, the
So I
Pirates.
was right. Because I know Isaiah Likely came from like coastal Florida or something.
Flowers goes in motion. The throw is Andrews. He misses a tackle, and he is going to skirt. Uh-oh, and he's getting up slow. Uh-oh, and that looks
man.
not great. Goes straight to the helmet to unbuckle the helmet, and Mark Andrews is really hurt.
He's also not moving his legs whatsoever.
Lamar Jackson reacted
Oh no.
pretty concerningly. Mark Andrews down on the field. Players taking their helmets off. Does not look good.
Lamar Jackson also just patted him pretty hard on the shoulder pads for someone that just went down in screaming pain.
Well,
I think they always do that.
Yeah. Ah, good job, bud.
I wonder if I recently in a league where I'm in first place in made a move for David Njoku at tight end. I have Mark Andrews on the team, and I'm wondering if that trade was offered yet.
I was just about to ask if it's bad to say, "Damn it, I started him."
I mean, that
looked really bad.
It takes your team from a Super Bowl team to not a Super Bowl team.
He's not coming back at best till third quarter.
Mark Andrews?
Yeah.
I don't think
I don't think he's coming back, dude. That
No.
looked really bad.
No,
I
I'm-
haven't seen it, but everybody ran out. The defense was like hustling coaches and trainers out onto the field.
Yeah. I'm just being positive because I've got him in 3 leagues, so he's a fighter, man.
You got a lot riding on him.
Yeah, man.
He's already stuck. He was born in the heat of Arizona.
And I just accepted my trade offer that I had in my inbox for David Njoku for a second-round pick to replace Mark Andrews. And that's how you do Dynasty.
All right.
That is how you do Dynasty football.
He looks pretty cool now. I gotta say, I don't know if that's unpopular or not, but the burns work. Looks cool.
For David?
Yeah.
Well,
the
they
mask
healed.
he wore too.
The mask was pretty sweet.
Even when it wasn't healed, that looked dope. He looked like Domino from Deadpool.
Why did my laptop just go black?
I don't know.
In remembrance of
The
Mark
camera's still on. Because that white dot, you're good.
Is it plugged in? It's not plugged in. It came unplugged. That's what happened. Could you plug it in for me, please?
Ideas.
I'll chip in $5 if you tell me where you're hiding the beer.
Probably behind the big thing.
I've drank almost all the beer already, unfortunately, Hans.
Jamie has separation anxiety. When Nat leaves, he just goes to the beer.
I don't think we ever dropped off, even though my laptop went on sleep mode. And it is plugged in. If we confirm that it is plugged in.
Yes.
Cool. That's good
As a
news.
second eyewitness.
So Mark Andrews looks like a ankle or a knee, a left ankle or a knee. Mark Andrews gets the hand up off the middle. Maybe just a really bad ankle.
I don't think that was an ankle. I think that was a knee.
You think he tore his ACL or something?
Yeah. Whatever
MCL
one
tear?
is up in the front and inside.
Yeah, it looked more like an ankle to me, but that's the problem with players wrapping their ankles up
It could be both.
prophylactically.
I would just
So-
like to say, as a Mark Andrews fan, I'm really glad I missed that.
It didn't look that bad, honestly. I mean, he reacted rather aggressively to it. Gus Edwards gets the pitch, and it is to the left, and he's got space. He's got a touchdown.
Gus the bus.
And
Gus
that's
the
why
bus.
you start the bang bus, Gus Edwards.
All right, Gus, let's go. Let's sit down and let's huddle up. Remember what happens when we start playing with a lead. You know, like, let's not get too excited for ourselves. Let's take a moment to humble ourselves.
Don't bring it
As
down, man. He
Buffalo-
just scored a touchdown.
No. Hey. This is Ravens fan talking, man. This is
what-
heart attack football. This is fourth quarter collapses.
But that's what he was saying the whole time when we were talking about the Browns-Ravens game last week. He was like, nope, you guys love. He's walking with a limp. I'm going to say medial ankle sprain, not going to return for this game. I don't think he's going to be out for the season unless he did tear an ACL.
the doctor
in that
in the house.
case, you could potentially be walking into the locker room. But the trainers would likely not allow that if he did have an ACL. Feels like he will be out for the game, for sure. Feels like we'll see him back within the next 5 weeks, which is
That's what the medical doctors are saying. Is
A lot.
he's out for surezies.
more encouraging than it originally looked. With Lamar Jackson's reaction, the amount of pain he was in, actually, in my opinion, in a way, a good sign. In my opinion, that is more indicative of a ankle sprain, because ankle sprains are extremely painful, or like a foot fracture, I would say, would be very painful. Would probably say definitely not like a tibial fracture or anything crazy like that, based on how he was able to walk off. Not an ankle fracture, maybe like a foot or a medial or high ankle sprain.
Gus Edwards with 5 straight games with a touchdown.
Yeah, he's been incredible for fantasy football. He's been my saving grace.
And the nice thing is that's coming at J.K. Dobbins. Like, that was J.K. Dobbins' big 2020 production number, was his consecutive games with a touchdown.
Remind me again where J.K. is?
Achilles.
So
USA.
basically, ACL all 2021, comes back 2022.
Kicks away.
Build him back up. First game
into the end zone.
2023. J.K. Dobbins tears his Achilles, and he's not under extended contract. So, sorry, J.K. Like, you were a good player, and I hope you bounce back, and I hope you recover. But the way Gus is running, the way Keaton's running, like, I don't know if there's be room.
The wee lads say, rip.
No way, JK. Anyways, Joe Burrow breaks the huddle. He did have some sort of thing on his hand earlier today. We'll see if it affects him in his throwing accuracy. He is going to throw to start the game. He's going to step into the pocket,
chasing,
avoid a sack, and gain 8 as he gets taken down rather aggressively. But he's a tough Ohio-raised lad, and it's going to take a lot more to take him down. Amazon shows us.
He's a nice Nigerian-raised lad.
Is he?
Yeah.
What's his backstory? I don't know. I'm not familiar.
I'm gonna say
he's part of the Hardball factory. Actually.
Okay, take this after
Penn State.
After this play here, Joe Burrow in shotgun. He gets the snap. He's going to pitch it to Joe Mixon for a big gain, a big first down. And we might have a good old-fashioned AFC North shootout here on our hands on Thursday night. What joy is this, guys? Anyways, always history.
So what I know of him, he was first-round draft pick. He came as a trade from the Chiefs, and his backstory is that he's Nigerian-born, but I believe went to Penn State under Jim Harbaugh.
Interesting.
And so basically just kind of part of the Harbaugh factory, but a really aggressive
Joe Burrow
guy,
drops back, throws it to the left. Hudson catches the ball. And he's going to get plus 15 for a horse collar or a face mask.
But can't seem to bust away from not being able to complete tackles and getting penalties.
Was that Owe on the tackle?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Ace mask, number 99, defense.
Yeah. So we'll see the replay. And it is Owe. Big time face mask. Hey, good to see that he grabbed a hold of it and he just held on to it, because it's the worst when you face mask somebody and then you let him go. You know?
And the thing is, he's got long fingers, man. He just Three Stooges poked him in the eye.
Joe Mixon to the right of Burrow and shotgun. Uh-oh, defensive alert, Paxton. Watch out. Chase goes in motion. Snap is away. Screen to Chase. It's high, and it is tipped, but falls without harm to the turf. Ronald Darby in the neighborhood. If he would have read it maybe a little bit differently, he could have come down with that one. A sloppy pass. Maybe that hand injury is, in fact, bothering him at the moment. Paxton Bailey.
That, and there was also great pressure by number 14, Hamilton, it looks like. Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton, Notre Dame.
Delayed
drink
blitz.
Whenever a Notre Dame player does something, you got to drink. That's the rules. Again, Joe Burrow in shotgun. Drops back another quick screen, this time to Tyler Boyd. Gains 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Kyle Van Noy, I believe they would call it a career resurgence year. Feeling good, even though he's old.
Kyle Van Noy has been very, very good. In my studies for this game, I rewatched a couple of old Ravens games, and he's looked great. He's looked really, really good.
I just don't understand why the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Van Noy, yeah, on the Patriots. Natalie, Patriots fan, off camera, off microphone.
And so that's one of the parts of the that's one of the kind of hardball kind of philosophies, bringing in the old Super Bowl winners to kind of hype everybody
Plays
else
in
up.
2 seconds. Calls timeout here. Go ahead, Hans.
No, so it's that's why they want people like Odell Beckham and Kyle Van Noy, is to bring their rings around, to bring that hey, I won a Super Bowl and this is what it was like feeling into the locker room. So it's a smart strategy. And that's what they had in 2019, because they had a whole bunch of people that were still around from 2012 And after they lost in the playoffs, like a whole bunch of those people left.
OBJ getting a ring is like when Melvin Gordon got a ring on the Chiefs. It almost just doesn't count.
I disagree because he scored. Same thing with
So Mark
Antonio Brown.
Andrews
Contribution.
walking to the locker room, reaching for his knee. He's walking up the stairs with help.
Maybe like a partially torn meniscus.
He's never had knee surgery while he was a Raven, so it might be something that's like just damage and scar tissue. Hopefully,
I
Knock on
really
wood.
don't have the slightest clue. Seems like he's out for the game. Oh, and Joe Burrow almost throws an interception
Marcus Williams.
on the coverage, jumped the route. Almost, he got 2 hands on it. Honestly, he should have come down with it. That was not great, Joe.
And I'll forgive Marcus Williams. I'm not going to say anything critical about Marcus Williams simply because this is his second game after an injury. So
you're not going to say anything bad about him?
no, I think it was a good thing. I wish he had caught it, but it wouldn't be like, oh, that.
Yeah, he still
that
broke up
should've
the
caught it. Yeah,
pass.
still broke it up.
And snap is down, kick is away, and it is going to sneak through the right upright. Good to make the game 7-3 as the money train rolls on through the station, boys. What a game we have here.
As my bagel fan would say, is that's why you draft a kicker.
As my Browns friends would say, don't ever fucking draft a kicker.
Don't draft Cade York.
Yeah, I'm with you. I wanted Dicker the kicker, but I guess the other guy was better at kicking.
Justin Tucker never failed.
Well,
He's starting to fail.
no, he's
He never missed for 50.
That's
52
not
straight
true.
field
That's
goals.
not true. That's simply not true.
It was like 52 straight that he hit, and then he missed, and then he started missing like 1 in every 4.
Caleb, pull up those stats. What is? He's not here.
I was gonna say, why is he fucking off camera?
If he's watching, maybe. Caleb, pull up those stats.
Actually, I was doing a showcase the other night, and it wasn't going well. Because
Brag.
the only people who were there. No, it was an invite, just like, hey man, you want to come down to this brewery and tell some jokes? And this movie came on. I was like, is this a point in American history that we need to be like glorifying French Revolution? And for some reason, that's what caught the bar. It was like, yeah, right? Like,
No, because we actually talked about this. I think live on a previous show. I was like, that's exactly what I said, except I said it in a southern accent. I was like, unless it's about Waterloo, I don't want to see it. I think.
I was just upset that fucking Joaquin Phoenix doesn't even attempt a French accent. He just fucking talk all Joaquin Phoenix weird still.
Oh yeah, Caleb B. Davis enters the building. Hopefully it's Caleb. Natalie's here as our security.
maybe there's some kind of like,
Check the door, Natalie. Clear the premises. Caleb.
no, Paxton. It's like,
It's
no.
Caleb.
Here in the history book is where it said that
Matt, you
Napoleon didn't sound French. You just sounded all weird and stuff.
He just sounds like a fucking.
Sounds
Caleb
like
B. Davis
What's going
entering the vicinity. He's going to sit right there for some reason.
Caleb,
so I'm going to
nice
scooch
to see you
over.
again.
Howdy.
I already warmed up that seat.
Just trying to sit in your lap or on Paxton's back.
It's good to have you, buddy. How do you feel about Josh Dobbs? Vikings fan, Caleb B. Davis.
Oh, I just finished a conversation with my uncle about this. I feel similar to how I felt with Case Keenum. Like, I'm super happy that the Vikings are pulling Dobbs in, or Dobbs in. But I'm just waiting for the wheels to fall off because, you know, he's got that possibility of failure, and I don't want to be the person that's surprised when it happens, you know? I remember him with Pittsburgh. I saw him with Arizona, and I thought he did really good in Arizona, and I want him to do really well with Minnesota.
I think I just saw that there was some kind of James Bond challenge. Sorry.
Ooh.
And now I'm interested.
We're putting a calf thing on Joe Burrow. He's getting some sort of calf massager
That's
placed
right.
on his.
The signs of weakness are showing.
He's kind of a
already.
weenie, dude.
Joe? No, he's tough as fuck. How dare you?
No,
Hey,
dude.
let's give
He's
a quick
the
shout out to
type of
Caleb
girl that
for,
wears the knee brace
good
over her
hosting.
jeans.
Two of you talking at the same time?
Sorry.
One of you talk now.
I'll go ahead.
Okay, Paxton, say what you just said.
I don't even remember.
Okay.
That was funny. You said that he looks
It was
like
like
you kinda
synchronized.
Go, "There's the knee brace over there."
Right.
It's funny.
No, I was just giving a quick shout out.
I didn't
I
hear what
can't do it a
Natalie
third
said.
time. As a comic, I can't do it a third time.
It was funny.
Thank you.
I believe you. Anyways,
I thought it was funny that we hit it at the exact same time.
Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson in the backfield. Maybe we see Isaiah Likely come alive here. He drops back, throws it deep over the middle to Odell Beckham.
Didn't even try.
So does that mean I've
God,
missed the
he's
mark?
bad. That was one-handable.
Overthrows.
That was one-handable.
That was two-handable. He no-handed it.
Overthrows Odell Beckham Jr. What were you saying, Caleb Davis?
Does this mean I've missed the Mark Andrews injury?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Looks like a bad ankle or something with the knee. Did not look good. Lamar Jackson reacted and then threw his helmet on the field when he was down
He
getting
could've rained out
trainers.
for that.
Well,
You
that's
think?
good bad for
Yes.
me because I have Mark Andrews in my yearly
The
regular
old Odell would.
fantasy.
That's the first thing we all said is about our fantasy.
Yeah, but I also have Isaiah Likely in my dynasty league, so I'm cool with that.
Zay Flowers goes in motion, handoff up the middle. It gets absolutely munched up. Mitchell just gets eaten up. The young buck out of, where was he out of again, Paxton Bailey?
East Carolina.
East Carolina.
See, that's what happens when a coach goes in and advertises, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to hand it off to Keaton Mitchell. So they put a spy on Keaton Mitchell.
No, they didn't put a spy on Keaton Mitchell. That was
Just a red play.
that was Trey Hendricks that rushed from the outside. It wasn't a spy. He just munched him right up. You got to block that guy. They were both Hendrickson and
I can't remember his name. The guy on the exact opposite side, his clone. Is it
Hubbard.
Hubbard?
Did DNP on Tuesday this week, their first practice. Both are in for today. Tyler T. Higgins is inactive for the Bengals as well.
Good thing they've got a stacked whiteout room.
They have a pretty good wideout room.
Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, and who's their tight end? It's it used to be Ellefson or Eifert. Tyler Eifert. He's gone.
They also have Big Irv Smith over there for the
that guy's a
Bengals.
bust. I have to believe in that.
Lamar Jackson drops back. He's going to get hit, and he's going to get munched up by the Bengals pass rush. Couldn't quite tell who that was that ended up sacking him. Oh, yep, they're pointing the camera at Trey Hendrickson. Yep. Two
Wow.
plays back-to-back. He went double overhand swipe. Whoop,
Take a seat.
got right in on Lamar Jackson's lap. A place a lot of people would like to be.
I love.
Jamie, you're projecting. We talked.
I
about
am.
this.
Patrick McCarry, left tackle for the Ravens, getting eat up in there. And the punt is received, and it is advanced about a yard up to the 38-yard line.
Somebody went for a spin.
Yeah. He tried. He got out of the first tackle by just going horizontal or laterally, and then didn't cut upfield at all.
That's a massive injury by Mark Andrews. I'm just trying to process that. I don't think he's going to be out for the season.
What
But-
is it?
Oh, no, we're not going to know for a while.
Oh, I thought
I
they dropped it.
don't even think he's been announced out yet. It just
Probably not.
the fact that they're not putting him in a boot or a knee brace and carting him to the locker room, that's definitely a good sign.
Yeah.
But I don't think
I
he's
mean-
coming back this game. So I have a dynasty league that's in first place. Oh, the one that you're in with me.
So we're tied for second in that one.
But for the story, I'm in first place
Yes.
in that league.
Well, you're definitely in first place ahead of me this game by 2.3 points.
Yeah, but I'm starting Mark Andrews.
Oh, okay. So, damn, I'm sorry, but hey, I only have Chig Okonkwo. That's really not anything to compete against.
But I just accepted a trade offer for David Njoku. I got David Njoku.
See, I didn't have any interest in either of those tight ends. It was Evan Ingram and David Njoku that got.
You know,
put on
Brian-
the
Watching
block.
this and what? I'm sorry.
Brian dropped David Njoku. Brian dropped him, and
Wow.
Darren outbid me for him. And I'm like, all right, here's a second round pick. I'll take David Njoku. More was insurance for exactly this. Mark Andrews going down.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's definitely good. I'm not panicking yet because I had Darren Waller go down initially as my tight end one in that league instead of Chig. So him being gone right now is really just like me having to look past where I'm at this year. Dynasty has been so interesting, especially since my draft was awful.
It's fun.
It is fun.
It was bad. It was bad.
Dude, I totally like that flipper flop show on HGTV. I did that with my lineup. It was crazy. I flipped it big time.
You did. You made a lot of, especially early in this, like even in the preseason, even after draft, pre-game 1.
I really
were
knew I fucked it up. Like,
going to work.
Yeah. So
You did a good job too.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That is a compliment from you. Jamie doesn't ever give compliments to everyone else.
No.
No,
I'd tell you you're a fucking idiot if I thought so, but I don't think I thought you were a fucking idiot for your draft. It was bad,
well,
but it wasn't
I
your
drafted not
exaggerating.
like a dynasty, and you're
Not like a super flex either.
No, not like a super flex either. I made sure to learn you a little bit better, and whenever I started paying attention to Jamie Jakes' podcast and all of his content on YouTube, wink wink, everybody.
All right, relax, Caleb B. Davis. Pitch goes to Joe Mixon to the right, and he loses half a yard. You just
blitz.
Heard once we get monetized, I'm going to start paying you guys to come hang out with me.
Well, Hans, what were you going to say during the commercial break? That would be lovely.
Oh no, I thought
He's
I was
talking
gonna
about
make
a truck
commentary
commercial.
about the fact that they dumped that much money into an ad for the Defender, and all I've ever heard about the Defender was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and it was a piece of fucking junk.
Oh,
It's
wow.
Shout out to Joe Rogan podcast.
Sorry.
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow screaming. They are playing in Baltimore. They can't hear each other. He's got 3 seconds to get the playoff. He's got to call another timeout. And Joe Burrow is pissed off.
The
Hey,
length
you
and
just-
speed of Kyle Hamilton is amazing. Like watching him bust through the line it does that to the other team. Like he came swooping through on that last play.
I made this point. I know after the draft is done and once you've gotten to see kind of the talent your organization invested in as a Vikings fan, I was so mad that we traded back that year Kyle
Good
Hamilton 2 years ago was available at pick 12. We traded back to 32nd in the first round to take Lewis Seen. And I just hate how he has not contributed to team success whatsoever because he's just been injured the whole time. So whenever I look at how my team evaluates their draft talent, it just frustrates the shit out of me.
Jackson goes in motion. Joe Burrow in shotgun again. 2nd and 10. 5 minutes on the clock. Snap is away. Joe Burrow takes a 4-step drop back. Throws the out route, which is Jamar Chase, and he drops it. Incomplete. Signal both referees.
Wow.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I do have some beef with the Cincinnati Bengals, by the way, because the Vikings now, since the Texas Rangers have won the World Series, are the longest active pro franchise that has never won a Super Bowl or a championship in general. I'm butthurt because the Bengals have also never won a Super Bowl, and they are in a better shape than the Vikings are, and I don't want to see them win a Super Bowl before Minnesota, to be honest. Oh, drop pass.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a weird way to think about it, Caleb B. Davis.
No, it's how you cure
You really
depression.
dug
Joe Burrow again in shotgun. Snap is away. Drops back. 3rd and 10.
Oh,
He's going to get
trouble.
hit, and he's going to go
Swallow.
down. Munched up in the backfield.
Call him Matabike? Oh, Jadeveon Clowney.
Jadeveon Clowney.
He was
straight
literally resurrected right before that play.
Clowned down.
straight out of the Cleveland Browns. Didn't have a great game against them. Gets a sack early on here against the Bengals on a big Thursday night game. What joy is this?
If I had a name like Clowney, I'd use it as my advantage and be like, you just got clowned, son. Like, everybody would know it. Like, don't get clowned.
He shouldn't be number 24.
Punt is away. Yeah,
Yeah.
terrible looking number on him. And
Oh my god.
fair caught at the 31-yard line.
This looks like a very unprofessional game, if you ask me, since I've sat down.
Devin Duvernay. Well, it started out really hot, and I kind of had a feeling it was going to get AFC Northy pretty quick
Yeah.
because it started like a shootout, and I said, I guess we got a shootout here in the AFC North.
Call
jinxed
of
it.
Duty's back.
Well, I said it semi-ironically. Have you played the new Call of Duty game?
I absolutely have.
How is it? Is it good?
It is, except I got to a point where they put me in with the people who've been playing it since the moment it came out and haven't stopped. So it's like I'm at like level 20 and people around me are at like level 60, and I'm like, no, that shouldn't be possible by now.
I'm
Like,
so good at Call of Duty, it's kind of not making me want to invest in other more important aspects of my life. I have not played that one because I'm I'm salty. I'll leave it at
You
that.
were streaming for like 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, I used to do it a lot more regularly.
You
and
did
I'm
it
thinking
recently,
about-
though.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it more regularly now. And I have
Pizza's
done
here.
it in the past couple weeks, once or twice. So, dude, I fucking dick some kids down, like on
Sexually?
an internet way. No,
Oh.
like I will quick scope the fuck out of everybody, bro. Like, don't even start me up because
All I ask. Take the pledge right now that you will never just sit in the corner.
oh, dude,
Unless
who
you're,
do you
like,
think I am?
reloading.
No, dude. Okay, so
No, he's really good. I've seen him play.
they
Fight
have,
with honor. That's all I ask.
They
No
have
camping.
like the ultimate camo, the Orion camo in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. This last one, I had that camo within the first 48 hours of the game being out. Dude, everyone was like bitching about the attachment grind and like how it unlocked weapons and weird. I was like, I just already did it. How about just do it? And I finished it. And me and my buddy,
The Orion camera, bro.
yeah, the
He
Orion
got it in
camo.
48 hours.
I
Idiot.
And like I feel like
All the world needs to know is that
unpaid Activision
when the
beta tester because I
horror-free
exploited the
machine-
fuck out of that game all the time, like going through all their glitches and stuff, and just picking their part of their awful game that they put out every year and get people to pay $80 for. It's irritating. I'm
All I gotta-
salty. That's
all-
why I haven't paid for the new one.
All I gotta say is this: Tier 1 pissed me off until they took it away, and I was like, well, there were some aspects of it because I am hardcore for life. Like,
Yeah.
will not change. Like, will not bend.
I don't blame you. I did like a lot of cyber attack and gunfight. I'm really good at those modes. And like, because I can put a team on my back if I have to. And me and my buddy, shout out to Mr. Dominic, him and I will play. We're both PC guys, right? And dude, we just shit all over people. It's
Oh,
crazy.
absolutely.
It's
Like,
crazy.
Oh, I turned off crossplay a long time ago. I'll put it this way: I had a dude in my sights today, and he glitched, and I was and boom, leave game.
Yep.
All right.
Now Lamar Jackson under center. Good Call of Duty talk, boys, during the commercial.
and there's
break.
Patrick Ricard.
Handoff
Always-
to the
Ooh.
left. Gus Edwards
Dude,
Oh.
okay. As a running back, you need to be faster than that.
runs for 3. Well, that's
Yeah, but
not.
he's a downhill.
That's not
pushback.
Gus Edwards. That's not his game.
I know.
That's Keaton Mitchell. Yeah, and
See-
you're right. You probably should have run him in between the tackles.
That was an edge that he could have really exploited if he was fast enough. So
That's not his game. I mean,
Yeah.
Mitchell, to be fair to Gus, has not been productive whatsoever this game so far. This
He's got a
Bengals,
touchdown.
huh?
He's got the touchdown.
Gus, yeah.
Yeah.
I said Keaton, too.
Oh.
Which is why he probably got that opportunity over Keaton.
I think the best thing for the Ravens is to have to play hard in the trenches and tire their defense out.
Handoff, no play action. He's got some pressure. He's going to throw it to the man he faked it to, which is Gus Edwards. He's going to catch the ball for a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and short.
RIP for them having to play in Maryland, by the way. Like, beautiful place, beautiful weather, but like that, like cultural, like I don't get it. Like the historical value that they have on like their logos and stuff like that. Everything in Maryland just looks that disgusting. To me, it's just like an eyesore. Like that center field logo they have, everything in Maryland's that. I know that's their like flag or whatever, but that's just like too much going on.
Well, I mean, look at the guys that represent him. That guy looked like he was on bath salts.
Wow, that's quite
You're
a
a
thing to say.
Ravens fan, yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Nelson
I realized
Aguilar
that
goes
after
in
I-
motion. Lamar Jackson drops back. He's going to avoid the pressure up the middle. Looked like he got tripped. Is that going to be a flag? I don't know if the referees are going to call it. And he's going to toss the ball out of bounds.
But I think he was.
Or are they going to mark him? Are they going to mark?
Oh,
Lamar
no.
Jackson getting up very slowly.
Wow,
Oh,
tender
no.
left knee, it looks like.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Wow. Is that good
There's
for you in
that trade,
fantasy?
Jamie. CJ Stroud over Lamar Jackson. Everyone said I was dumb.
Wow. Celebrating Lamar Jackson
Hey,
being
it's
injured
not
on the
Sunday
field.
yet,
Not cool,
dude.
Paxton Bailey. Let's
It's not
see.
Sunday yet.
He's not on my team.
That looks really similar to the
Ooh.
tackle that ended his season. That Myles Garrett, remember? Around the
Is
ankles.
it that left ankle?
Yeah, it looked like because he didn't let go once they got out of bounds.
And it might have been I don't know if that messed with his ankle or his knee more, honestly. That the way he came down was just awkward.
Trainer's talking to him. He's on the bench. He's not in the medical blue tent. We'll have to take a drink if he goes into the medical blue tent,
And
though.
he has not taken his helmet off yet.
Lamar Jackson in a lot of pain, gets up slowly. Couldn't tell what the trainer was looking at there. Either way, that's going to be a punt for the Ravens.
I've learned as a Vikings fan that could have been his team therapist talking to him.
Punt is away. Caught. on the own 8-yard line. He's going to
Ooh,
advance the
nice
ball,
cut.
and he's got a little bit of space, and he's
Oh.
going to advance it to the 25-yard line.
What was
A
that
couple
for?
of flags on the play as
Wow,
well.
those are going to be some after play penalties.
Seemed like a Charlie Jones on,
Oh,
medical tent drink.
2:34 in the first, with this first flag being. Hey, why don't we put subtitles on?
Personal foul.
Yeah,
it'll fuck us up.
Okay.
To the right. Unnecessary roughness on
How?
Hill. I couldn't tell. We can
I
turn the
saw it, but I don't understand how because he tackled him into Justice Hill.
We can turn the volume up a little bit so we can just barely hear them. I turned it down a little bit too much, Caleb B. Davis.
No, you're good. I know that we've kind of run into this before where we've wondered, like, okay, how do we keep up with the play call if they are talking about what we want to talk about or what the penalty exactly was and stuff sometimes. So I just now thought, like, I hate subtitles, but I guess it's an option.
They're behind. They're behind. The subtitles are so far behind they're not even worth turning on.
Sorry,
Offensive
your dog
alert.
was stepping on your phone. I didn't
Cool. Joe Burrow again in shotgun. He's going to drop back here. Throws
Ooh.
over the middle to Tyler Boyd, and he drops it. Another big drop by
Touched
this
his hands.
talented Bengals wide receiver.
Yeah, it just looked like he was waiting for the ball instead of going to get it, and then he
Yeah.
just played a good ball.
Yeah, and it looked like it could have possibly been thrown harder.
It's a harsh thing to say about a state, Caleb B. Davis.
I don't know. I've
I
been
mean,
there,
it's
though.
like-
It's beautiful.
I don't think.
Not,
what
not
state are you-
Maryland.
what
Not
state are you
Maryland.
from?
7 minutes
Not Maryland.
ago?
I'm from Texas.
Ohio
And Texas
sucks
is
too.
easy to beat. Like, Texas is pretty outside of where everyone lives.
Joe
in
Burrow
Dallas.
in shotgun.
I gotta stand by my
Hold
membership.
on, he's going to get the snap. Joe
Oh.
Mixon runs up the middle for a big gain on the play.
Oh.
First down.
Good
Gain
stop.
of 12.
Good stop. Good stop because that could have been terrible.
So, you know what?
Watching from this perspective is very new for me, and
We need a bigger TV for it.
May I suggest new egg refurbished? I got like a 70-inch TV for very, very cheap.
You can
OLED,
get new
like
TVs
fucking-
for very, very cheap. I've come to see, like, surprisingly
Yeah,
cheap.
Costco, shout out.
That's
Joe
what
Bur-
we should do for Thanksgiving is go to Black Friday. So
Joe Burrow
Um,
pitches it to Jamar Chase. He's going to run up the right for
10 yards.
close to a first down. And it appears that they are going to give him the line to gain first and 10. 1:38 on the clock. How's the pizza, Natalie?
and it's pizza.
Natalie ordered some Domino's.
It was great.
I'm going to go with halftime on that. That sounds good.
1:21 on the clock. Joe Mixon to the left of Joe Burrow in shotgun formation. The snap is away. Joe Burrow drops back.
oh, and he is swallowed up
Blitz.
quickly.
And he gets taken down
Where
by
was
Robinson.
that offensive line, dude? They came, like, right up the gut.
I am a Ravens fan, and I do not recognize that name.
Johnson.
No, Robinson.
Tavius Robinson.
I don't.
Oh,
I have no idea who that is.
Rookie out of Mississippi gets the pressure up the middle and gets the sack.
Wow. Time to shine, but with a Ray Lewis makeup, if not, because like once you draw it up, once you put it on like that, you've gone beyond eye black. It's now makeup.
24-year-old rookie. Joe Burrow drops back, throws it deep to the right, and he overthrows Jamar Chase.
Which that, I would argue, is the second time that was a two-hander he no-handed. I don't know what you think about that one, Pat.
I disagree. I think you're also thinking of Odell Beckham.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. Other side of the ball. But,
Yeah, it had to be kind of there.
yeah,
Mark Andrews officially out for the game.
damn.
I do not think any other details have been.
But I want to say on that pass, it didn't look like Jamar Chase was running full speed.
We, the good people of cortisol, are here to.
Cannot put any weight on his ankle, but that's bullshit.
That Lamar
Well,
Jackson-
Because we saw him walk. Joe Burrow throws to Drew Sample,
That's who
his
it was.
check down on 3rd and 17,
Fuck.
and he is going to go out of bounds. Lamar Jackson is out of the medical tent walking with a slight limp,
towards
and
the locker
head
room.
towards
and
the-
he is gonna
Argue?
stopping.
He's gonna argue. He's coming.
He's just trying. He's trying to run on it.
Okay.
So that's why they're walking over to the open area. They're
Yeah,
trying he's good.
It looked like they're getting ready for a long trek. I'll say that was some really.
that cortisol shot set in. We here at Moderna would like to discuss the things that we've made possible through
So,
medical science.
After having talked shit about the Ravens, I do have their defense on my fantasy team.
They've done
for
well.
obvious reasons, they have done
me
well.
Too. Me too.
And I did not start them on purpose. I started them because the Saints are on bye week. And like I would have been willing to play matchup base on that. So
I don't think that much about fantasy, but I enjoy like plunking around with it because I don't play for money.
oh man, then you're not having fun. Like, no, you can still have fun playing fantasy, but like whenever you're actually playing for a little bit of money and like say you've got family in there, dude, goddamn, Thanksgiving, the trash talk is real. It's crazy. It's real crazy. It's like, yeah, you're gonna have to pay me $80 in February. It's like, shut up. Oh, here we go. More Call of Duty talk.
Mark Andrews ruled out with an ankle injury.
Really?
Okay.
I think he's going to be back within. I think he's going to be back in 4 weeks. If I had to guess, high ankle. My favorite Twitter doctor, I believe, agrees with me. Lamar Jackson, I think, also has an ankle injury as well. So ankle injury, in my opinion, good news. He was able to walk on it. If it was a fracture, it would be very likely too painful for him to walk on it, and I don't think they would let him walk on a potentially fractured ankle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's what Jeff Mueller is saying. Hopefully, not a fracture for the ankle injury. Andrews is, of course, going to get X-rays in the locker room, so we'll hear if those X-rays are negative or positive. If they're negative, of course, that's good news. That means he'll be back in probably 4 weeks. Or in the third quarter, like Paxton said. No,
He's a
not.
fighter.
He's ruled out.
I don't know. That was just a very large reaction for.
An ankle
Minor
injury.
injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I won't even call that minor. That sucks.
Well, he's out for the game. It's not minor.
Yeah.
He's out. If he was pronounced out already, that's not a minor injury.
True. Well, okay, I will say on the spectrum of where it could have fallen, I consider it.
A win for Mark Andrews and the Ravens.
I consider that minor. Like, as long as you're not putting someone out to pasture athletically or
non-season ending.
Yeah, non-season ending.
I would call it
definitely-
moderate.
Okay, there we go. That's a good word.
Yeah,
I'll
because
settle
that could
on.
lead into.
It's like, so
Mild.
now after we've come back from that moderate ankle injury discussion.
That's definitely a moderate
I can see all
ankle.
that
if
from
I've
the
ever seen one.
rooftop deck next to me. Sorry.
4th and 11, starting the second quarter of the game. Lamar Jackson now sitting on the bench talking to somebody.
Uh-oh.
The one thing I'll stump for
Kick
Baltimore
God.
as a place is that it is the perfect place to be 25 years old.
53-yard field
Really good
goal
place to play.
attempt. I'll let you finish that idea in a second. Kick is up
Gotta
and
be good.
left, wide left.
What did I say?
Justin Tucker said when they put in those new big screens, it creates a swirl behind there, and you have to account
I
for
bet.
it.
Wow.
He just missed.
The ball did. I mean, he got all of it. He kicked it pretty far,
Yeah.
but you're right. He missed it left. What were you saying before that, Hans?
Oh no, I will stump for Baltimore. It was a great place to be 25.
Why?
Well, because it was growing at the time. Like a lot of people were moving in, so it's like I lived in a place where it's like the block over there was like a live active crack house just going on. Like it was fun to watch sometimes.
Well,
it
Most
really
people
was.
don't like that.
However, on my block right across the street from me was the VP of Under Armour, and he had just rehabbed like 3 houses. And like him and his friends had moved in, and like he had just kind of moved out, but they had all built like rooftop decks and stuff. Made the houses really nice. So me and my friend moved in across the street into a little dinky house, but we partied with all of them.
Yeah.
it was like-
Gentrification.
Yeah, gentrification's fun. You haven't participated? Like, I'm sorry, but like
Currently am.
if you can afford it, yeah, I would say if you can afford it. Which, by the way,
This
like
part,
yeah,
not as fun as you think.
sometimes you got to eat dinner on the porch with shotgun.
Lamar Jackson back in the game.
Come on, Keaton Mitchell.
Hands it off to
Wow.
Keaton Mitchell up the middle, and he gets munched
I
up.
guess he just exemplified what a minor ankle injury is.
Lamar Jackson? Yeah, that would be a minor. Yeah, he was able to jog back on the field. He was checked out, some would argue insufficiently on the sideline, but Lamar Jackson's going to play if he can play.
Now,
Great stat line.
here's the moment where they should start doing. They should start bringing in Gus and Keaton Mitchell at the same time, because if you know Lamar's not going to run, you need that confusion
That's
to run
true.
their
That's a
running
good point.
offense. Running
I think Lamar's going to run pretty soon. 2nd and 9, snap is away, pump fakes, and then kind of off
Dude.
balance.
Oh, come on.
I was actually just about to say, if that one gets called PI, I'm going to be pissed.
Didn't look like pass interference to me.
I think he was making a play on the ball.
And the flag is on the turf.
Yeah. With 14-16 in the second. Isn't that right, Boston? He says Massachusetts.
Pass interference,
Maryland brawler.
defense.
All right.
New York reviewed that and we like,
Dax,
this is not going according to plan.
Dax Hill on the pass interference.
Yes.
Oh, he got a hold of the ankle, but he turned him. He turned him with
Yeah.
that waist grab. Turned his whole body around.
And he made that face after the play. That's like, he knew what he was doing all along.
I
Yeah, it was a good
will
call.
retract my statement.
Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews' backup on the target. It might be likely season. Lamar Jackson drops back, throws it deep to the right side of the field, and it's tipped away.
Oh!
Bateman on the target, absolutely seat belted up
Got clamp.
by Cam Taylor-Britt. Brilliant play. Lamar Jackson put a little bit too much air because Bateman had a step or two on him, and he just put a little bit too much air under it that allowed Taylor-Britt
Amazing.
to knock it away.
Wow, that was an amazing.
I gotta say, I think Bateman got overconfident. I think he didn't think
He was slightly underthrown, but Lamar
more
put too much
aggressive about
air under it. Lamar Jackson drops back, and there's the run that we were looking to see. He does get taken down by the ankles again. Let's see how quickly he pops up from this. And he
All right, pretty quick.
does.
And he
Pop on up.
doesn't seem to address anything either. So, like, I say at this point, no more excuse on a possible injury irritation for Lamar Jackson. If he took off like that, got wrapped up at the ankle, and got up quick and was basically ready to play football, like, let's just go. I want to see.
I mean, it still probably hurts. He's just getting some adrenaline through.
Seems like a minor ankle injury to me. Gus Edwards back in the game.
Oh,
It's a lot
not
of wide
good.
receivers.
They motion out to the left, trips to the left. Odell Beckham alone in the slot, on the top of the screen. Lamar
he's
drops
gonna get-
back, and he's going to get pressure. He's going to roll out to the
Oh
right,
my
and he's going to
God.
throw it away. 4th
Wow.
and 8, and this is AFC North football, boys.
For you Madden players, that was a textbook PA crossers play.
It sure was. It sure was. Some things that work in Madden also work.
I think I recognize that from NFL Blitz.
yeah, that could be a
Blitz
historic
99.
route right there, or a whole play.
It's a transcendent play. It works so well.
Especially when you got someone that can roll out like Lamar Jackson and still beats pretty accurate on the move.
It certainly helps. That certainly helps Paxton Bailey.
That
As Jordan
punt comes off.
Jordan Stout punts it
Ooh,
away.
just short of the 20. He should have put more on that ball. I need to see what this wind is like in the stadium now.
True, but he gets tackled at the 18.
Yeah.
Still not bad.
No, that's not bad. I just think from where they were, I think he should have been able to put that at least in the 10 somewhere, even out of bounds, kicking it. I think, but yeah, still an overall good punt. I'm not going to criticize a punt game. I just want to see that kicker's forearm.
That's literally what you just did, though. You criticized the punt game.
Yeah, I know.
And then you said, I'll never criticize the punt game.
Not anymore. I
Hypocrite.
won't. I learned my lesson.
Okay, well, good. Shut the fuck up next time. Joe Burrow in shotgun. They are starting on the 18-yard line. Jamar Chase goes in motion. Snap is away. Handoff up the middle goes Joe Mixon. And he gets mollywopped by Patrick Queen
He was
for a gain of 5.
He was a big target of mine this season. I didn't get him in any single league. I wanted him bad.
Joe Mixon?
Yep.
Obviously didn't like him that bad.
No, not enough to reach for him.
Was he going like in the 3rd round this year in your You don't want to
Early
take him in the
third.
second?
Yeah, he was going early third. I'm not bought in on Joe Mixon myself. Like I appreciated the fact that he took a pay cut to stay with his team, but like that made me start questioning his performance. Like, does he think he's not?
Jamar Chase goes in motion. Snap is away. Joe Burrow drops back, and he's looking deep, and he's going to roll out to the right to avoid the pressure, and he's going to do a Patrick Mahomes-style sidearm diving pass, incomplete. 3rd and 4.
I don't know. It was rational for me to start questioning his athletic abilities because he took a pay cut, but I don't know. Something about it was just like
There's a redheaded trainer on the sideline. They have a witch.
Yeah, with I don't know. I guess I'm trying to remember who the running back was in Cincinnati before Joe Mixon, because there was like kind of a
Trash can. It was
wasn't it like Jeremy Hill? Or
Tyler
like
Boyd goes in motion. Joe Burrow drops back to pass. He's going to throw
Oh,
deep.
beautiful.
He's got his man, and he's going to catch it. Hudson
Never mind.
on the catch. Patrick Queen, who molly-whopped Keaton Mitchell earlier, Joe Mixon earlier on the coverage. Another big play by Hudson. Do we just forget about Isaiah Likely and just pick up Hudson off the waiver wire? This guy is absolutely incredible. Tanner Hudson, 6'5".
Is he a rookie?
4th year out of Southern Arkansas.
Interesting.
Caleb B. Davis. Joe Burrow again in shotgun. Handoff to Joe Mixon for another gain of 3.5 on the play.
I do have Patrick Queen in our dynasty league.
He's not a bad start sometimes. He gets a lot of volume, lots of plays. He's on the field
I've never not started him except for their bye week. I'm sorry. I had a different player on bye week. It was either Crosby or Derwin James. I played Patrick Queen still, but I picked up Ivan Pace. He didn't have a great week that week.
You know what I'm saying? Joe Burrow in shotgun. Jamar Chase in the bottom of the screen alone. Joe Burrow, play action, throws it over the middle to Drew Sample for a first down. Bengals looking to make it a short
It was
game.
Giovanni Bernard.
Giovanni Bernard and Jeremy Hill were those handcuffs together. Yeah, dude. They were both like solid, but like it was a week to week thing for both of them, like which one of them was going to have a good week. And like for some reason, Joe Mixon got lost in translation because whenever I think they let Giovanni Bernard go or Jeremy Hill go is when they drafted Joe Mixon. And I don't know. I just thought he was so much older than he ever was.
Jamar Chase goes in motion. Joe Burrow hands off to Joe Mixon up the middle. A gain of 8 on the play. What were you saying, Hans?
There was a moment in time where Samaj P. Ryan was kind of like the handcuff to Joe Mixon, but Joe Mixon was always in.
Yeah. They
Okay.
drafted Samaj P. Ryan, got rid of Gio. Gio went to Tampa.
I remember he went to Tampa.
And then they drafted Mixon out of OU, and then he and Samaj took.
As somebody who grew up the AFC North, I want to say that the law firm was in there some point in time in like the early 2000s. Good old Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis.
Yeah.
P. Ryan back to being a handcuff in Denver now.
Yep.
Joe Burrow in shotgun. A couple players go in motion. The handoff is called dead for a flag, delay a game. They took a while to get that play set, and it is delay a game. Joe Burrow not happy about it. 2nd down and 15, I believe it will be.
The warrior poet in me believes that that's the strategy of fear. You can't get your shit together because you're afraid. You're afraid of getting hit. Hopefully. Otherwise, they're just, bumbling out there.
2nd and 9, sorry. It's 9:26 on the clock. Let's see.
Ooh,
Yeah, that is 0. They usually give them like 0.5. But they great call. Jamar Chase goes in motion.
Wow. Why would
Screen
you not proceed with that sack?
Tyler Boyd,
I don't
3rd
know.
and short. What did you say, Caleb
That
Davis?
makes
I didn't see it.
No sense why the defender who was clearly on a blitz to Joe Burrow stopped mid-blitz to try to get ahead of a pass. Why would you not just try to keep putting pressure on that QB? Don't let him get the pass off. Try to sack him.
I didn't see who it was.
Number 97.
Brent Urban.
Yeah.
He's been around too. Like he's
That,
not a
that was
spring
that was
chicken.
frustrating for me to watch because I was like, no, keep going to the
Just his
quarterback.
10th year in the NFL out of Virginia.
Wow.
Brent Urban.
And last, apparently.
Tyler Boyd goes in motion. Joe Burrow drops back to pass, throws it up over the middle,
Beautiful.
and it is caught.
This is bad for my non-dynasty fantasy team, but, I mean, they've made their bed. So
Tyler Boyd, another massive reception.
he's a great receiver 3, in my opinion. Him and T. Higgins to kind of like juggle back and forth. Beautiful, beautiful pairing. I say 2A, 2B to Jamar Chase being the clear 1A.
I agree.
Tyler Boyd has a history in Baltimore because he's the one back.
Joe Burrow drops back in the red zone. A screen pass to Joe Mixon. He's going to advance the ball for a first. Nope, they're going to mark him just short. It'll be 2nd and an inch. What were you saying, Hans?
All the Ravens needed to do to go to the playoffs was beat the Bengals in 2017. They had the Bengals on like 4th and 15, and Andy Dalton threw it to Tyler Boyd, and Tyler Boyd turned it into a touchdown.
Dude, Tyler Boyd has been a dog ever since he's been on that roster.
He is a curse. He's a plague to the land of.
He's just like he's kind
Morons
of
of
who I would
Baltimore.
equate a similar talent to Adam Thielen, where like he's got the hands and he's consistent enough to where most of the time you could just take the chance of throwing in his direction. And like most of the time, or I mean, at least from what I've seen, it's worked.
Joe Burrow in shotgun. Joe Mixon to his right. Handoff is to Joe Mixon up the middle for a first down. They'll be 1st and goal, looking to take the lead with a touchdown here. Go ahead, Hans.
I forgot that Orlando Brown Jr. was also on the Ravens and is now on the Bengals. So there's a look into the playbook right there. Like, I always love that. It's like, you know, if you can get your hands on somebody who's in your division, like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Javen
you
Clowney
know
too.
what they want.
Joe Burrow in shotgun.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, and we got a false start.
Ball's going backwards.
It's going to be 1st and goal from the 13, it appears. And you hate to see that.
And you hate to be named that. That's a
Right,
bad name.
Boston, your hate and anger is fueling the Baltimore defense. The call out.
Cordell Volson on the jump. They originally put the wrong graphic of a guy who's not active for tonight and blamed him for the false start. That was interesting. Either way. Joe Burrow takes the snap. He's going to drop back.
Mixon.
And he's going to throw to Joe Mixon. Good spot. And he's going to be taken down by Patrick Queen.
Nope. 32.
What?
Patrick Queen is number
6.
6. Oh wait,
This guy who made the tackle.
Yeah.
was it? Okay, I'm sorry.
You're supposed to be the spotter. I need a bigger TV. It's my fault, Pat. It's Pat.
No, I was watching the
Killed
TV
me
of the TV. Like I was watching their broadcast.
Don't make me Gilliam, man. Don't throw me under the bus for something I didn't do.
Joe Mixon goes in motion. It's always Paxton's fault. Goes out the right. And he's got pass to Joe Mixon. He's got the corner and the touchdown.
Ew.
Raekwon Smith on the coverage gets toasted. Blame it on the shoulder brace. And oh, what a touchdown celebration
That was adorable.
Come on,
we
Roquan.
have in Baltimore, boys.
Come on, Roquan.
Can't wait that to take recesses by storm.
Banter, you three.
Roquan Smith was an investment to stop things like that from happening. Come on.
He did not do well.
See, Joe Mixon's
You
a fast
invested
running
poorly.
back. You see, he saw an edge and he took it. I know. I don't know.
You
I know
need a
that's-
better investment agent.
Hey, I wish I worked for the team. I'd call and be like, hey, you need an attorney? And they'd be like, no.
Kick is good from
So-
McPherson.
Yeah, 10-7 now. 5:49 on the clock in the second. That's just great textbook football. Oh, by the Bengals. I did not catch that Joe Burrow caught a little bit of a throwing hand injury on that touchdown pass. That'll be something to keep our eyes peeled for as
He's
we head into commercial.
fine.
I'd like to say thank you for the
Take a
purple.
handful
He was
of
real
HGH would
dramatic
be
about
good.
it at the very least. He pulled a LeBron for that one. Ah,
Well, so was Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews
Yeah.
looked like he severed his spinal cord.
I did not see that one.
Yeah, that was overly dramatic.
Jamie,
Stopped my heart.
something you missed on that touchdown pass was Joe Burrow grab of his wrist after the touchdown pass because it looked like his hand.
He was wearing a brace pregame, Caleb B. Davis.
Well, he may have hit. It looked like his hand almost caught a helmet or something on the.
Oh, he banged
Yeah.
his thumb or something?
Pulled a
Yeah, he
Matthew
just-
Stafford.
Yeah, something looked to be irritable on his throwing hand, nonetheless. So
Irritable.
I saw
like
that
my
you two went to
bowels.
the Harry Potter. How was that?
Oh yeah.
Little Elm Forbidden Forest experience here in DFW, Texas, where we are watching this game. Yes, we did go to the Forbidden Forest. Turns out I'm much more of a powerful wizard than Natalie.
No, you're not. No,
I
you're not. I
am-
literally won.
My Patronus is a badger. What else did we learn? Basically, I'm the best wizard of all time.
No.
Well, that is like right across the street from where I was hosting my mic last night.
Oh
And
yeah.
It was it's been like a big reason why there's been like we need extra staff tonight and like it's a bunch of people that look like Jamie right now.
I am wearing Harry Potter glasses. They do not have lenses.
Well, I think a Harry Potter fan should wear Harry Potter glasses if they want to rep, you know? So yeah, the
I wish we would have brought these glasses too. That would have been really fun.
That would have been
Shut
fun.
up. I know I forgot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like
I didn't mean to upset Natalie either. Sometimes that happens.
Woof, woof. I love when I get him standing up like a human like this. That's always
He
fun.
is literally the best dog, the best human child anyone has ever had.
Good job.
We're watching a football being taped currently.
Here was what that play was. I don't know. I didn't know what happened.
Ooh, Joe Burrow just throws a ball. There's no contact on the play, but looks to be in severe pain. He was maybe
Tommy John.
no. It looked like a wrist. He was wearing a wrist brace earlier. I'm thinking he might have a sprain. Oh no, it was.
That was like a tendon. It looked like or
Oh, he kind of fell on his wrist as Javian Clowney took him
he
down.
just looked like careless on the way he went down. He needs to take some grappling courses.
Yeah, he does.
Those are in Miami right now.
He does need to take some grappling courses. Well said.
But it's lovely to see both of these elite quarterbacks fighting through injury and trying to better each other. I love seeing. I mean, especially an AFC North matchup like this on a Thursday night prime vision game. No Mark Andrews for the remainder of this evening, as Zay Flowers is in motion.
He's going to take the handoff. He's going to get around the corner for a gain of 8 on the play, Caleb B. Davis. What a run was that?
Yep, that was a jet sweep. Beautiful play.
Paxton Bailey, how's the water tasting, buddy?
Oh, it is fantastic, man. I am not one of these pansies that has any sort of what's the word I'm looking for?
No, I don't know.
Like
I don't-
you want
Hydration,
certain
like you're not
water.
usually-
Yes, I don't have any preferences when it comes to
You're
water.
not a snob. You're not
Yes.
a water snob.
Exactly.
I see what you're saying. Mitchell, again, has not had a big run yet this game. It's 2nd and 3. Good opportunity to get him involved, but they don't. They screen it to Zay Flowers again. Oh, and he makes a man miss. He's got a lot of space. And he's got a blocker out in front of him. And he is gone. There's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, that's going to
Back
be
at the
called
area
way
of the
back.
catch. Yeah.
No, Lamar does not like that one.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that looks like a holding.
Yeah, that's going to be the only penalty that I could think they'd be worth calling at all right now, because it changes the outcome of this play drastically as a hold is called on the offense.
Keaton Mitchell was well ahead of Zay
Ooh.
Flowers, showed really impressive speed blocking.
Hey, you know what? They're going to flip it and they're going to do it again. Like they really exposed
Get that boy some
Cincinnati right
oxygen.
there.
Joe Burrow trying to warm up that wrist on the sideline currently.
Oh, did they call this on OBJ?
Let's see. Apparently they did.
That's something a veteran should not be doing.
Well, from that angle, it did not look like a hold. But we
No.
couldn't see the left hand from that angle, and the flag came from the backside. Maybe Amazon. No chance Amazon shows us a better
They're
angle
not
than
going
that.
to show it again at all.
Nope, we're just gonna go to Joe Burrow. holding the football on the sideline. When we could be showing he can't throw, he's out.
No.
He literally can't grip the football.
Shit.
I don't know what kind of injury that had to be. That
as a
seemed
Ravens
relatively.
fan, I've got to chuckle at that one.
That seemed relatively non-contact until he landed on it.
Joe Burrow was wearing a wrist brace, caught on camera.
He's jogging off the field to the locker room. This time for real.
Why is the stadium booing?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Joe Burrow. No, the ref said something, but
Oh, because I think they took time off the clock or something. They either reset the clock to something or that's what it sounded like.
Jake Browning, the backup quarterback for the Bengals.
Is he like
Jake Browning, your time
Oh
to
shit!
shine.
Okay, no, he's been in the league for a little while, right?
Second year in the league out of Washington.
Both years with Cincy.
I don't
Does he
know,
sound
Caleb. Jesus Christ.
It sounds like somebody that may have. Oh no, I'm thinking of Nate Stanley.
Joe Burrow looking extremely frustrated on the sideline previous to jogging into the locker room. They might be in some deep shit if we find out that wrist was injured previously, because he was wearing a brace on it. He was caught on camera wearing a brace on it, and then he lost the brace very quickly. Was not on the injury report. And this is a similar situation other coaches have found themselves in, not reporting injuries. It's legitimately a big deal. It's just like the rules that you're supposed to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, and he looks guilty of something. He looks like he's waiting for a phone call. That's going to be like,
Moderna said that his shots are supposed to set in by now.
Well, that's definitely something interesting to keep track on. Oh, okay. I guess there's a drone disrupting the play of this game.
Cool.
Lovely. Technology is not always great. And
How dare you?
How is it disrupting the game? Unless it's at quarterback's eye level, who gives a shit?
yeah.
Well, no, I think because you
Oh,
can't have a
shit.
drone potentially fall on somebody.
Is this where we're about to find out a big Chinese invasion's happening? Is that the false flag Thursday Night Prime vision?
They would start in Baltimore, Maryland. That's definitely where the terrorist invasion
Right
would
off of
start.
Ground zero.
Yeah.
A lot of important stuff there.
I feel like that's
As
home
Caleb
base
Davis
for
pointed
white
out.
people, though. So I feel like that is a statement.
So Bengals last place
At least the areas I've been to.
in the AFC North, Ravens first place. With these injuries, this game becomes rather controversial and makes the noon game, the Steelers at the Browns, very consequential.
That's going to be
Next
a
week.
crazy game.
Because if DTR can be the 15th best quarterback in the NFL for the rest of the season, the Browns will go on to win the AFC North.
That would be crazy. That would be absolutely insane.
You know what
especially-
else also could happen is Mike Tomlin could just will this shitty football team
That would be crazier. Yeah.
to an AFC North championship.
I don't ever want to see Kenny Pickett's name on a team that's won any sort of division championship, unless it's as QB3.
Or Matt Canada for that matter.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, he's standing on the sideline now. He's a different guy.
Matt Sideline America.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're calling him in Pittsburgh now.
He's the new top dog.
Yeah, the team seems to like him, which is interesting.
That's always good too. I mean, if you're able to get the players to buy in on whatever it is that you're preaching as a coach, that carries so much of the belief in your scheme. That mentally.
But there's also players caught on camera and on film or audio, saying, you weren't the reason we won this fucking game, dude.
Are you talking about Stephon Diggs?
No.
His videos that have.
No, we're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, I know. I'm just trying to shit on Stephon Diggs. Seemed like a good moment. Oh, here it goes.
Yeah, now we're gonna go into Wristgate. I'm calling it Wristgate.
This is the one angle Amazon could provide. You can't provide a decent replay, but you can find us footage of him walking.
I saw also similarly believable footage of Michael Jackson after he died once.
Can't grip the football. That's not great. Defensive alert though. Lamar Jackson drops back, throws to the bang bus, Gus Edwards,
Woo woo.
for a reception, gain of 3 on the play.
I'm confused. Why are they using Gus Edwards as a wide receiver?
Because he's the bang bus? Because he's a reliable check down.
And he's in my lineup.
And because Mark Andrews is down.
He's
And
been the RB1 sort of for this team.
if we need another reason why, because Odell Beckham doesn't know how not to hold.
Keaton Mitchell's not done great either, outside of blocking. Lamar Jackson drops back, throws it over the middle. Odell Beckham Jr. on the same route that he scored a touchdown against the Browns in last week.
Play.
Big chunk play, Hans, out of the old man from LSU. This Bengals defensive line is really dominating in a fashion to where it really is eliminating Keaton Mitchell. And I think that's why we're seeing Gus bust, the bang bus, Gus Edwards out a lot more. And now we're seeing Hill here. Gets the play action. Lamar Jackson drops back. Deep routes on the field only. Deep routes only. A bunch of deep routes down the field. Lamar Jackson's got some space, and he's going to awkwardly get sacked.
Oh, no. That was okay. I thought that was the same ankle he was aggravated by earlier, too.
Ankle seems fine. Mike Hilton on the sack. Cornerback.
Yeah, his ankle does seem fine now. If it does flare back up again, though, there is a possibility we see this game played by two backup quarterbacks, which would be fucking crazy.
I feel like I would have to put my money on Tyler Huntley in that situation.
I would too, 100%. To be honest,
that sack was Lamar Jackson's fault.
That was.
He ran right into that pressure.
Zay Flowers was also Zay Flowers was open on the crossing line.
Lamar Jackson drops back.
All right, now that's a little too quickly.
Dumps it down to Hill. That was really good job out of you, Paxton Bailey. That was good work.
Thank you.
I feel like,
good dad.
As a Ravens fan, I feel like Lamar Jackson plays this game in his mind where he has to distribute the ball to certain people. And he looks, you know what I mean? Where it's like almost like getting Odell Beckham his first touchdown on his birthday. Like that's the type of games that they kind of play. And it's healthy when you're running a 20-point lead.
Yeah.
When you're eliminating a team.
Yeah.
I love how they just showed a very long clip of us watching Joe Burrow's muscles in his hands.
Lamar Jackson drops back. Ooh, and he tries to throw a pick, but it's caught. There's also flags in the play.
Nelson Aguilar, and he breaks free.
Wow.
Come on.
Nelson Aguilar front flips into the end zone. It will be a touchdown. There are flags on the play. It came from the secondary. Feels like this might stand.
This might be declined, is what Jamie's getting at. This might have been a defensive penalty.
OBJ just shot himself in the noggin.
And
did you see that?
I
On
did see
TV,
that.
he's going to fine for that.
The Jerome Simpson celebration flip into the end zone.
Hands to the face. Defense. Touchdown.
Wow.
Nelson Aguilar by way of Lamar Jackson.
The real old man.
Touchdown. And now we are going to see Jake Browning, second year out of Washington University, with Joe Mixon and Jamar Chase against the second best defense in the NFL.
In defense of OBJ, he went like this and then flew backwards.
True.
See, I'm watching the regular broadcast, so it's not you know what I mean? I feel like this is my
Kicks
natural.
up, kicks
I'm like,
good.
like I'm back to I got my security blanket.
No, it's great. Keep going.
So you know what I mean? As his not lawyer, I would say although mimicking the fallback could be seen, making that motion, kind of gives him an out.
Jermaine Pratt
that was just
tips the ball. Wasn't even the intended receiver.
fantastic.
Nelson Aguilar.
Because after that missed onside kick that he was supposed to catch and he didn't, they've been making him do tip drills.
Yeah.
That's all he's been doing. He's like, now's my time to shine.
And he had like such a perfect setup for that ball to come to it as well. Like it wasn't like heads up right above him.
Hit him in stride.
Yep.
Hit him. That tip pass hit him right in the numbers, Caleb B. Davis.
And so who was the intended receiver there?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who that was myself.
Because
it would be nice if they showed us more than one of the tip replays.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
They were trying to get it to
rewind it a little bit?
High.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't.
Which you can't do on Amazon Prime. I hate this platform.
Okay.
I'm furious.
I'm gonna
It's
help you
terrible.
out.
We hate
I'm
you.
gonna
Do
help you
better.
out and see if I can't get this.
I literally couldn't see who the intended receiver was a single time.
So
I thought it
I have
was
NFL
Aguilar.
Plus, and I like it because you can watch it without commercials.
Damn, that's crazy. I had the trial right when it came out.
Kickoff's away.
It was awful, dude. Like every time I'd select to watch the Vikings game, and then I'd turn my phone
To the end
sideways,
zone.
it would send me back to watching like
Yeah.
a fucking Buccaneers game.
It's really bad.
I'm like, what?
The platform's really bad.
So I've
At
had
least it was when I started, and I just was like, "Fuck this!" If you guys launched on that, I'm mad. Like, I don't want to ever support your business.
Now instead of
I
showing more,
have had none of these problems.
Oh, that's good.
Joe Burrow walked past his own locker room. What a fucking idiot!
Well, Jake
They're
Browning
going to
wouldn't
get
do that.
X-rays. Jake Browning knows.
Yeah, they're
this
taking it
locker
right
room.
to the hospital.
It's also
No,
15
they're going to get
years.
X-rays.
They've already got the orphan picked
Did
out.
you say it's also 15?
on Joe.
They're just gonna
Jake Browning rolls out to the right, and he's going to throw it sidearm to Irwin for a first down. Great play, makes some space for himself, and slings it in there sidearm, switching his feet. Do we got a new superstar here in Cincinnati?
Joe Burrow, pack your bags, baby.
Your career is
You're
over.
going
going
to
to
New
the
York
Commanders.
Giants.
It's Jake Browning season.
You're going to an NFC
East team. He's going to be
not the Eagles.
Commanders or the Giants, man.
2-minute warning. I'm crowning him
Player of the
league MVP. Jake Browning looking absolutely electric
Damn.
so far.
If he retired right now, he would have completed every pass he's ever thrown.
We don't know that.
We don't know that, but
I'm going to predict that Jake Browning is definitely their practice quarterback that they've had run the 2-minute drill.
10,000
time and
hours,
time
man.
and time again.
put in that time. This is his invincible moment. This is his shitty Kurt Warner movie moment.
Shitty Kurt Warner.
It
movie
will be
moment.
if he
The real
carries
life-
his team after halftime.
real
I'm
life Kurt
saying,
Warner was great.
I'm saying, I bet you he's been through the 2-minute drill
Yeah.
plenty of times.
Well, okay, so this is unrelated to this game, but I was thinking about this in terms of a business move from Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Dude, what if this dating Travis Kelce is only for the football arena tour where they keep the pro shops open? That'd be a checkmate on both the NFL's part and the brand of Taylor Swift, if you ask me personally.
Absolutely.
So just
The only problem is the parking lot space, because how do you get the Swift fans in and the NFL fans out in
No,
one
like-
fell motion?
that's a great question. I don't know. It's up for they pay people to figure that out, not me. Yeah, I just think like that's a good business move. I think this Prime would agree without
Absolutely.
his 10 toes.
I also think Coach Prime would agree.
I'm sorry, that was the coach.
I don't watch
Oh, I
college
wouldn't.
football,
No, you're good.
but like following headlines alone, it seemed like Coach Prime got figured out real quick. Am I wrong in that kind of assessment?
No, just his players just didn't play as well. And his early wins in the season, like TCU stinks. Like that wasn't impressive. So that hyped him up a little bit much. And that they had Travis Hunter got injured for like 4 games. His liver got cut in half by a dirty hit.
Yeah.
Speaking of a dirty hit and a cut, did you see that
Oh
they
my
went
God.
and arrested that European hockey player that
Yeah.
slit that guy's throat?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Did he do that on purpose?
Oh,
it
did,
was
definitely did.
100%
It was
on
a
purpose.
spinning back kick with ice knives
While he
on
was
his feet.
falling on like he he knocked himself over to do it.
Yeah,
Because
he wasn't
petty.
tripped.
And like he's notorious in that hockey league.
He's got a history
He's an
for
old
being
school
dirty.
dude.
I'll
He's
put it
Ross the Boss Ray.
for me, like blood in the moment doesn't bother me, but I can't.
Well,
like I heard about it
a
on the
whole
radio.
artery
I
would
just
be
didn't,
a
He got his
big-
jugular
yeah.
slit, so it's a little different.
Yeah.
I heard about it on the radio, and I was like, no, I will never watch.
Dude,
it.
I saw it on Twitter on accident because that's what Twitter is.
That is what Twitter is.
And I was like, holy shit. I was like, did that guy die? And I found out, yes, that guy died.
So Joe Burrow hands the ball off to Joe Mixon for a gain of 4. Difference between you and me, there's a flag on the play.
Coming from
Is
behind.
I heard that he died, and then I watched the video.
Oh, well, I was
Same.
like, I'm always open to watch like the beheading videos and stuff, but like, yeah.
Okay.
But to
All right.
like know about it before is different than to find out about it after. So like, it just caught me off guard a little bit. Like I was open to it, but it was an absolute tragedy. Now they're mandating in a lot of
Another hands to the face on the defense. Go ahead. God, I keep calling you Paxton. Kilby Davis.
Oh, come on.
That's good. I go by Paxton at home. No, but
Neck
some of those
protection. I go
lower
by your mom.
leagues, they're mandating the neck guards now. Which
I
is
feel like that's a business
Really?
opportunity for
Useless
the.
things?
yeah,
I feel like it's a business opportunity for the Wu-Tang Clan. Protect your neck brand, neck protectors for the hockey league.
maybe.
Yeah,
in
I think
like,
they have enough money.
Or maybe
No.
in time after we're not mourning a loss of a 23-year-old.
Jake Browning drops back to pass, throws it well over the head of Jamar Chase. Seemed like more of a throwaway.
10% can go to a foundation. There's nothing wrong with that.
Triple covered.
Hey, I just want to say I think Jamar Chase looks like he's playing half speed now that Joe Burrow's not in the game. I feel like there's such a package deal. Joe Burrow was like bought in on.
Great pass rush pickup. Raquan Smith on the blitz.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon
Oh.
takes an absolute wallop
Yeah.
to get in his way.
Holy
Wow.
shit. I
Most
had no
defensive
idea.
stops, Raquan Smith, 422. Joe Burrow drops back,
Nope.
passes it to Joe
Jake-
Mixon. He catches it, he
Oh,
breaks
come
the tackle,
on.
and he is going to advance the ball for 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and short.
Jake Browning, not Joe Burrow. We miss you dearly, though.
I said Joe Burrow.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's natural.
Okay, I believe you.
It's like upside down. Like I think it is funny that their numbers are 6 and 9, though. But I'm also a child.
That is nice.
There's nothing childish about that. It's the perfect temperature.
1:43 on the clock. We will go to break for half. Stick with us. We'll be back for the second half. Don't even close your browser. Just leave it open. Video playing in the background. Browning drops back to pass, throws it over the middle.
Oh, beautiful catch.
Irwin catches it, awkwardly stumbles up to his feet for some reason, and then falls awkwardly again to his back.
The
And that,
sad part is it was good coverage.
that was a fantastic block pickup again as well by the running back.
I imagine Trenton Irwin and Jake Browning spend a lot of their time playing scout offense together, so maybe they have a little bit
Mhm.
of chemistry.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Oh, and they better get this next playoff because it looked like he kind of.
He bobbled it. I think he grabbed a hold of it before it hits the turf. They are, for some reason, really showing a lot of replays
he's
for this
down.
one.
He's down. Does that count as
It
possession?
doesn't even hit the. It doesn't. He's fine.
Well, so now I'll just criticize the fact he didn't keep running. What a bitch. No, I'm just joking.
Trenton Irwin played 77.7% of snaps,
I think it said while T. Higgins was not on the
Didn't line
field.
up.
while T. Higgins was not.
He's
on
the 4.
field. Trenton Irwin. We're going to see some massive fantasy football dynasty pickups after this game.
Yep.
Trenton Irwin and Jake Browning.
I wouldn't suggest him in a dynasty either because I don't think he's that young.
Trenton Irwin,
Yeah. I don't know when he was drafted. Here, I'll look at him.
his 4th year out of Stanford, or 5th year out of Stanford.
5th year.
4 years of experience in the NFL. A smart man. Trenton Irwin. I don't just say that because he's white, because that's what everyone says about every white receiver. But
That is true.
he does play for Stanford, so I do have to say that he's smart.
Everyone
Andrew
said
Luck
that
is
about.
Yeah, he actually doesn't know who his actual parents are.
Trenton Irwin?
Yeah, he was raised by crocodiles, and so he looked in the mirror,
I was wondering where you were going.
realized he looked like Steve Irwin. Was like, wait a second.
Then he got a Duck Dynasty bandana.
Yeah, it's like
What were you saying, Paxton?
I have no idea.
That's okay. That's how I like to watch football too.
Yeah, Trent Irwin just looks like he works at my gas station.
That's so funny because there is a gas station clerk at the gas station right by my house that also looks exactly like this guy, except he has full dreads.
I'm just gonna go ahead and give myself a statue for the love child of Steve Irwin and a crocodile.
Crikey.
Well, these are some pretty god-awful commercials, to be honest with you, especially this one. I already don't like where it starts, and it's probably like a jewelry commercial. Oh, Amazon, second choice.
I'm going to go ahead and declare that it's never too late to say this, or it's like it's time that it's fully appropriate to say this. That like, yeah, Steve Irwin died doing what he loved, but like that's what you get for fucking with animals. Like you died fucking with animals, and an animal was like,
He
hey,
did change
I don't
biomes.
like that.
He left dry land. I think that was strike one.
Yeah,
So
like it's like I remember back in the day, people were like, oh man, like. Who saw that coming? Like, hey, don't talk ill of him. Oh, we all loved him. It's like, yeah, but
They're going to call that incomplete. We missed an
Wow.
angle, or that was a bad call.
yeah, I think that was.
Am I losing my shit? Am I losing my mind?
Oh, it does. We didn't see that angle.
Yeah.
Well-
they're just now showing it to
well-
us.
Thanks, Amazon.
Yeah, they're like, now that it's official.
We've got new evidence. Well, that's illegal.
I'd share my angle, but it hasn't caught up yet.
You guys are too mean to Trenton Irwin. He's a handsome man.
No, I
Yeah,
never.
he
I
looks-
said
He
had
looks like
bandana.
Your gas station clerk is that hot? Because I've never seen a gas station
He
clerk
looks
that
like
hot.
Cole Beasley's methy cousin.
Oh shit! They signed Thomas Gunter.
I mean-
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm only judging on his arms and like the blip that I saw, and I saw classic Irwin in his eyes.
Thomas Gunter would be a horrible slot receiver for the record. Anyways, Joe Burrow in shotgun. Changing the play up. It's 4th and 3. This is a big 4th down here. Joe Mixon shifts to the left. He's going to pass block. It's a pass play. Motion to the left. No, it's not a play. They're going to punt it. They're going to take a delay game. They're going to punt it. That is such a bitch move.
Oh, and the Ravens have all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, with 1:38 left in the second, they're definitely making a touchdown push.
Jake Browning feels like I've definitely called him Joe Burrow like 5 times already.
I don't blame you. I literally could see it.
Because
the
it's not worth
single-digit
remembering at this point.
But it's the same number too. It's 6 and 9,
Yeah.
and they look the exact same with their helmet on.
That's their brand new franchise quarterback. I don't appreciate how y'all are
number.
shitting.
Jake Browning, I'm not shitting on him. I'm saying he looks the exact same as Joe Burrow. I mean, Joe Burrow not had a great game so far either.
Do not
Yeah.
say that about Jake.
Jake Browning.
Joe Burrow
Part
looks
of-
like a piece of dog shit
Part-
compared
Yeah,
to
Jake Browning, massive upgrade. You're right,
Can't even
Paxton
grip a
Bailey.
ball.
Part of
It's like
Jake
Tom Brady
Browning's
from
Let him go ahead.
part of Jake Browning's job on the team is to make sure there's a girl waiting out behind Ruth's Chris to give Joe Burrow a hand job
Shout out to
after he's
Reese.
done with dinner.
Chris Steakhouse. Punt is away, and it drops on the 5-yard line into the end zone.
Because
for
Joe
a
Burrow
touchdown.
would never be seen in a cheesecake factory like Baker Mayfield.
It's because Joe Burrow isn't cool.
I think he's cool, Paxton.
The girls who give him a hand job behind Ruth Chris think he's cool.
What is Ruth Crisp?
Steakhouse, bro. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Ruth Chris Steakhouse.
Never
I said
heard of
Ruth Chris
I've
because
seen
I'm
it.
laughing.
I don't know. I eat at QT constantly.
So the story by
Shout out to
So
QT's
familiar.
Bavarian Cream Donuts.
immediately grasping for his wrist, it's limp. I'm thinking he might be.
went,
I think there's a serious concern that Joe Burrow could be out for the season based on what
Yeah,
I'm seeing.
that looked like a tendon problem.
Yeah.
He said it sounded
it sure
a lot like
did.
Michael Jackson.
Lamar Jackson drops back to pass. He rolls out to the right, throws it away. It'll be 2nd and 10. Yeah, so this Bengals defense has been playing a lot better, so maybe they hold him in this game, but it sure feels like the AFC North, who currently I believe has all 4 teams advancing in the playoffs, if the playoffs were to be today.
That's crazy. That's bananas, to be honest.
I'm not entirely sure. They were before the Bengals lost, but I don't know if that's still true. They were in prior to the Texans' loss. Lamar Jackson takes a snap, drops back to pass, rolls out to the left.
Oh,
Likely
awful
was
pass.
open, entirely missed him. Likely was just standing still.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson smacks him on the helmet.
So, yeah, for me saying that was an awful pass, I do want to say that in terms of receiving that, you really made zero effort, it seemed. I just don't know where the
Let's see the
ball-
replay.
Oh, my
he,
God,
like,
dude.
shovel passed
That was just so
Bad
simple.
pass.
It was just bad fundamentals all around.
like this reputation of like, oh, they play street ball. Like, this is the problem. Like, sometimes street ball is a little too sloppy.
Well, that's likely. He wants him to be like Mark Andrews. He drops back to pass. Bad pass, almost intercepted. But it is going to be a flag on the play. Nelson Aguilar on 2 of the best offensive plays for the Ravens so far this game.
And both have been penalized.
No, he caught a touchdown.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
Oh, it was
that was a
penalty. Yeah, it was
penalty.
penalty. Okay.
So, and they're both defensive penenalties that only benefit the Baltimore Ravens.
Awuzie.
Yep, that's why we got rid of him from the Cowboys.
By New York.
There's too many penalties.
Why? If this was, New York doesn't care about this game. These are 2. Baltimore's not really
Yeah,
Midwest, but Midwest small market teams. Tug on the jersey, black gloves on dark black
Yeah,
jersey.
but they're dynamic, high-scoring team.
Pass play, Lamar Jackson throws to the wide open Odell Beckham Jr. Still knows how to find a hole in the zone. Smart
And
play by
sitting,
Odell.
too. He sat there. He was waiting.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Another player face down on the turf. B.J. Hill, defensive tackle for the Bengals.
Do you guys remember being able to watch a football game from start to finish in like 2.5, 3 hours?
Well, this game has been extremely slow, and I am hungry, which is slowing it down for me
Ooh.
personally. But yeah, it is. It's going to be a late night, boys.
It's like commercials.
It's 8:46.
Jesus.
It's 8:46 Central Time, and we are not even. Sorry if you're on the East Coast. Good night.
Yeah,
You can rewatch the game when you wake up in the morning on your way to build cars.
Yeah. Take that.
Jeepers creepers.
So many injury timeouts.
Yeah.
So many commercial breaks. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's going to be a late one.
I remember sometimes coming back from a commercial break and then being like midway through their drive already. Just like, because they're like, hey, no, the game's going. Like, you
Well,
guys.
that's just Amazon.
No, not. Oh, yeah, that's true. Not specific to Amazon, but I remember like there just wasn't so much like theatrics around
Pomp
the
and
sport
circumstance.
of watching football. Yeah.
Well, it is prime time, Caleb B. Davis. I know as a Minnesota Vikings fan, you're not used to that.
I'm not at all, dude. I don't ever get to watch Viking games.
Do you,
I
you just
actually-
like tune out primetime games with Kirk Cousins? You just like, you know.
Well, he's been working nights, too.
Yeah, I work nights, and when I don't work nights, I'm working Sunday mornings into the afternoon, and I get off at like 3. And I'm like, yeah, so I get to go home and watch like the last 37 seconds of the noon games.
Let me stump for NFL Plus.
No.
They have their replays, like once the game is like finished, it's the whole game.
Oh, yeah.
Without the
Oh,
commercial.
yeah,
I
I've
agree.
seen that. I see those on YouTube, too. They put those
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Also, don't
With
tell
ads.
NFL Plus this, but you can screen record directly on their app. They don't block it.
Okay, cool. I've seen like Twitch streams with games on them like that, and I've seen, well, like there's a website that I go to on my computer that's like modded out to not get any viruses where I can watch games legally. And I never said that out of my mouth. That was a quote that my cousin's friend told me once.
Makes sense.
As
Yeah,
if
I was
somebody's
I was
watching
reciting
this.
it as like a monologue.
So here's my final stump for it. For me personally, in my lifestyle, the way I like to watch games, after about an hour to 2 hours, they
The condensed
usually have
game.
the condensed game, and
Yeah.
that's just play to play. So it's about 35 minutes, and I can put my feet up, I can chill my glass,
That
I
is
can
dope. I like that.
and
Sometimes they show too many replays on the
Why-
condensed, and it pisses me
But
off.
why do we
sometimes they don't pick the right ones.
Yeah.
That pisses me
And
off.
Yeah,
why-
no, I agree.
Why do we have to pay for that now though? That's what I'm saying. Like everything's
The condensed games are worth paying for, in my opinion.
well
Because of
we
the
almost used
technology
to-
that goes into producing.
You also get Red Zone on the NFL Plus app, right?
yeah.
Yes.
So that's
Well,
enough.
Yeah. Well, we're back from commercial break with
Lamar
the-
Jackson in shotgun, 1 minute on the clock. They're at midfield, 1st and 10. Lamar drops back, rolls out to the left, avoids some pressure. It's going to be a holding.
Jeez.
Passes to Isaiah Likely. He goes out of bounds, but
And
it's
he-
going to be a
He
holding.
caught it this time. Wow. He's like, even when I do my job, things don't work out.
So this is going to be interesting. Kind of feels like they're just going to kneel it out here, right?
They still have 3 timeouts.
Yeah. Don't.
But it's
No.
1st and 20. Yeah, I guess they're probably going to go for it.
I don't see
Yeah.
why not. I think they can at least chew up a minute's worth of time taking shots at the end zone.
Plus-
Especially with Lamar Jackson being as mobile as he is, able to extend plays. I think this is an easy. Let's just keep taking shots. But I'm.
Plus, you don't want to kill
oh,
that kind of momentum. You don't want to go into the locker room at halftime with that kind
They
of
need
momentum.
to cut this screen and out route bullshit out
Yeah,
and
they
go
need someone
downfield.
like.
Well,
okay,
but the defensive line for the Bengals is dominating. They got to
Nelson-
get the ball out of their hands fast. Lamar Jackson, hold that thought, Caleb B. Davis. Lamar Jackson drops back to pass, throws it deep to the rookie, Zay Flowers, incomplete. Pass interference
Call.
on the play. Caleb B. Davis, what were you about to say?
So I'll say first, the secondary's playing like they're scared and they've never played football before, which is so frustrating to watch. Just they're so grabby and it's so
For
irritating.
the Bengals.
Yeah. But actually, I'm glad you interrupted me because I was going to predict incorrectly. I was going to expect that to be an Aguilar route where he was going to cross shallow and then cut up field, like we've seen him do once or twice already. We've seen OBJ do once or
420.
twice already.
Yeah, good call.
Hey, and you know what's funny is the last name was Flower Turner. Flower Turner the second. So that was a good one.
DJ Turner the second,
and Zay
Zay Flowers, the rookie.
I wonder if
Both rookies on rookie crime.
that reminds me. At halftime, I got some flowers to turn.
Yeah, DJ Turner out of Michigan.
Odell Beckham.
Oh my
Fighting
God.
Wow. Odell gets the screen, spin move up the sideline.
And
It'll
this-
be a first down.
This is what you need to know that a team can do. Like pin it up when the pressure's on.
Dude, that was just absolutely beautiful footwork on OBJ's part right there, knowing where he is on the field and then staying in bounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cutting upfield, and then also being smart enough to get out of bounds. Stopping the clock. Save your timeouts. Let's take a shot for the touchdown.
That was a brilliant play.
They're going to reward him.
Oh,
for
there's
it.
a rollout to the right for Lamar Jackson. The Amazon broadcast didn't even show us the pre-snap because they were so excited about that play, as were we. Great job out of you two breaking that play down in between snaps, by the way.
Thank you.
We'd just like to point that out.
I love players that have dark visors at night.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I love Odell.
If I was a football player, I'd never take off the dark
You know what?
visor.
This reminds me. I want to start a basketball league where we all play blindfolded. For 3, and like your crowd just gets hit all the time.
The bang bus, Gus Edwards not in, Hill is in, which makes me think this is going to be a passing play, and it is. Lamar Jackson drops back to pass. He throws
OBJ
to Odell in the corner of the end zone. He's well covered, and the ball is well out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 8 with 28 seconds left on the clock. The time is not a factor for the Ravens, however. They have all 3 timeouts and not enough time on the clock to get 4 plays off.
I get the feeling they're about to take a timeout.
No, I don't think so. I think they could. I would like to see them run the ball.
I think
here.
this is going to be a Lamar Jackson draw soon for a touchdown.
Yeah, I love that call.
And I think it's going to be after they accidentally pick up a first down.
Hill in to the right of Lamar here. 3rd and 8. Lamar drops back to pass, and he's going to run to the left. He's going to throw the ball to a wide open target
Rashad Bateman
in the end zone.
finally got his touchdown.
Touchdown, Rashad Bateman.
Without penalties.
What's it been? 14 games before his last touchdown?
Uh-oh. And another member of the secondary beaten up by the
Somebody got their
Cincinnati
ankles broken.
Cam Taylor Britt limping off the field. Yeah, how long has it been, though, legitimately, Rashad Bateman, since his last touchdown?
That's a stat.
I think he got one week 1 and hasn't since.
Oh, did he? Because he didn't
That
get any.
sounds
He got 0 last season, right?
I think so.
I want to say he got like 1 or 2 last season, maybe.
Were they playoff touchdowns possibly? No.
Oh no, he was out by like game 6 or 7. He was out for the season.
He said 0 touchdowns so far this year, I believe. Let's pull up his stats, why don't we?
Yeah, because I can't remember him having a touchdown this year unless it was like passes in like game 1.
So the Ravens taking a commanding lead here, it feels like, now that Joe Burrow is out for the game.
Rashad Bateman, no touchdowns this year until tonight.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good on Bateman too to come back on that one.
Last season?
Let's check
That
last
shot to his
season.
ankles though, because he came in his rookie year with a Linz Frank and was
I remember
out for
that.
his rookie season. Came back in his
Okay,
came back next year.
he had 2 touchdowns week 1 and 2 of last year.
Yeah.
So, and none since until right now.
So he now has 5 or he now has 3?
Yeah, now it's 3.
Oh.
So week 1 a touchdown, week 2 a touchdown, and then this year week 11 a touchdown.
And the sad part is that he was a first-round draft pick. So I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody remembers the name Brashad Perryman, but it still haunts all of us Ravens fans deep down
I
in
do
our
remember
souls.
him.
So it's been 22 games that Rashad Bateman has been healthy, active on the field since his last touchdown.
And he's at the end of his
Wow.
rookie contract too, so he's got to show something.
Which I wonder what I said originally. What did I say originally?
16, 14.
I said 14 games. Okay. Pretty good guess. Man,
Well, let's see
Only
what
there was
this
a way we could,
Jake
go back in time
Browning.
and watch this.
I can't wait, honestly, to see what I said.
This is not a
going
kneel. Is it going to be a
16.
run to run the
16.
clock
I'm
down
hoping
and then
I
just
said
go into half?
20. And they are going to hand the ball off, and they are going to go to half. Okay, so that's half. Baltimore Ravens up 11 points, 21-0. At home against the Bengals, Joe Burrow, I believe, is going to be out for this game. I don't know if that's been announced officially yet. Last I saw it, he was questionable. Feels like he's out for the game. Lamar Jackson withstands a mild?
Moderate.
No, Joe Burrow. Or Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Mike.
Mild.
Oh, okay.
Mark Andrews, moderate to severe ankle injury.
Yeah.
I don't think we've heard.
Shout out to Inner Harbor, Baltimore, Federal Hill. Used to live there.
Okay, officially, Joe
bet it's
Burrow is questionable to return,
Currently questionable, Joe Burrow.
and that is a
Mark-
possible questionable to return this season too.
Mark Andrews out for the game with a moderate to severe ankle sprain. Please subscribe to the channel. We'll be back for the second half, where we'll watch more football with you guys. Stay with us. Don't close your browser. Don't even think about it. All right? All right? Don't even think about closing that browser. Thank you, and Unmuted!
He's very shiny.
He is very shiny. All I'm going to say is I once saw in a tan.
Oh, hello and welcome back to What Are We Talking About with Jamie Jakes live stream. Please sync up with us at home. The snap is away. Joe Burrow hands the ball off to Joe Mixon. He spins up the middle for a gain of 3 on the play. It is 14-51.
Swallowed up by the flock.
47-46 on the clock. We now have a live scoreboard for you that hopefully will update live throughout the rest of the second half. Caleb B. Davis, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very well.
Great.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We are live here on YouTube. Life can't be any better. Joe Mixon to the left. Gets the handoff up the middle, and he runs for what's going to be close to a first down. Patrick Queen on the tackle, and it is going to be a first down. Hans, fan of the Baltimore Ravens, how are you feeling about the Ravens tonight and in the division as a whole?
I'm feeling good tonight. Tonight's blackout night at the stadium. Everybody's wearing all black. The uniforms are all black. I decided to participate from the couch, but
The fans are blacked out.
I feel good. I feel like if the defense doesn't get tired, Joe Mixon's got that perfect strength-speed ratio that just kind of tires the defense
Speak
out.
of the devil, Joe Mixon gets another handoff up the middle, gain of 4 on the play.
So it's going to chew up the clock. And so I think the Ravens have a really good chance of winning this game now that Joe Burrow's out, and I hate to say it, and I think that the injuries are going to mount on the Bengals a little faster than we thought they would on the Ravens.
Yeah, it feels like the Bengals are dominating a couple of facets of this game, but still are down 11.
Definitely the ground game. The Bengals are definitely dominating the ground game.
Joe Burrow has an earpiece in on the sideline. Feels like he's out for the rest of the game. Does not have his helmet anywhere near him. Handoff, nope, play action. Pass over the middle to Irvin again. The practice squad duo.
His friends call him Skeeter. Maybe.
This is kind of what we saw with Hollywood Higgins and Baker Mayfield when they came off the bench kind of together. Is Baker just hyper-targeted the wide receiver 4 of the team because they practice with each other most out of anybody else.
Same thing with Gardner Minshew and Josh Downs on the Colts.
Yeah, exactly. Well said, Paxton Bailey. Not Joe Burrow is under center, play action, stepping up in the pocket, avoiding pressure,
sacked,
and he is going to run for a gain of 4, 5 on first down.
You're goddamn right. He's not Joe Burrow. He's
I
having
can't
a
believe
hell
he
of a
broke
night.
that tackle. I'm gonna.
He's the
Come
new
on,
JV
Baltimore.
in town.
What were we supposed to practice all week, Baltimore? Come on.
Wow, avoids the pressure by Van Noy, I believe.
They practice for Joe Burrow, not Jake Browning.
No, they're not ready for what Jake Browning's bringing to the table.
It's the ultimate strategy.
They're fucked. They have no shot.
It's called the Iron Lotus. Someone on your team takes a dive so you can win.
Joe Mixon next to not Joe Burrow. Not Joe Burrow throws it to the left.
Oh,
Oh,
Both made a play on the
one-on-one
ball.
high ball.
both made a play. I don't want to see any flags.
Ronald Darby showing out when he had the opportunity to show out.
Falls incomplete. Another guy who's not even on my updated roster targeted on that play. I don't know.
That's a nice thing about like primetime games is like, you know, those players are out there. It's like, I'm going to make them hear my name tonight.
I saw number 12. Maybe that was number 15, Charlie Jones. Is who was targeted there.
Williams. Do we know Williams?
Williams to the left. Travion Williams to the left of not Joe Burrow. Snap is away. Not Joe Burrow rolls. Nope. Play is called dead, which probably means there is a delay of game. Frick. On the offense. I'm cheering for Jake Browning so hard.
Sorry, Jake Browning. This is the wrong time to have your moment. There's no love for you in my heart.
This is my gimmick, Jamie. I'm going to do a
The
deep
only
dive
way,
with Jake
the only
Browning.
way I would cheer for a Bengals quarterback right now is if literally Jake Browning got injured and was replaced by Steamin' Willie Beeman. And I'm not talking about like someone who's like Steamin'. No. The actual like Jamie Foxx, Steamin' Willie Beeman.
Drew Sample and Travion Williams
Oh,
in
and
the backfield
pressure.
with not
He
Joe
throws a
Burrow. He
pressure.
throws
Ooh.
it deep.
to Irwin.
Ooh.
And
Oh no! Why would
Play,
you do that?
pass interference on the defense.
All you had to do was turn around.
Wow.
Now
Trenton Irwin.
Now they're laughing at you for doing what you did to them with Zay Flowers.
You're hearing about him tonight. He's been in the NFL for 5 fucking years.
Great
Out of
ball.
Stanford.
Great ball by the Washington College,
QB.
where
Oh,
I was trying to do more of a deep dive, and I thought I had more, and I didn't remember.
He didn't have anything.
Yeah, he started off on the Minnesota Vikings. You should have known that.
I did.
Shame on
I
you.
said that.
You
I
didn't- I didn't
confused
hear
it
it. It's a
for
lie.
Nate Stanley.
Go back. Someone go in the comments.
I asked-
Everyone that's watching this, go into the comments right now and find the time mark, and then you bicker with each other. Jesus.
Okay.
You guys need a red flag for this moment. Like,
Yeah.
here's how you mark red flag.
Anyways, handoff goes up the middle. 11-15. We knew he was from Washington. That's the only thing we knew about him.
Jamie said he was from Washington. He said it was his second year in the league, and I said both years in Cincinnati. And then he said, "I don't know."
Yeah, I said, I don't fucking know.
And then I said, I think I could be confusing him for Nate Stanley, but I remember he was.
And I pretended to know who Nate Stanley was.
You shouldn't, and I shouldn't, because he's not on a roster right now actively.
Yeah, you need to relax.
I feel like they should equalize home team advantage by
Okay, the snap is away. Not Joe Burrow drops back, steps up in the pocket, rolls out to the left, and he's going to get another gain of 3. This guy, this Jake Browning guy, this JB6, loves getting 6-yard runs
He's electric.
and stopping.
I hope you coined that. I hope that goes viral.
JB6.
JD6. No, I feel like I just thought of a way to neutralize home field advantage. Fill the home team's box with whatever the local fare is. So, like,
What?
you walk in, the offensive
What is
coordinators walk into their box to do their thing, but there's, like, Skyline chili just sitting in the back, like, waiting to be eaten.
Oh, and then I get it, and then there's poison in it, and that's what happens.
No, they're just
Oh.
distracted. They're like,
Not Joe Burrow drops back. Quick screen.
Caught,
Caught by Trenton Irwin.
and it's or it was.
go back to Australia.
No,
Trenton Irwin.
I suppose that was a drop. Because,
Go back to your
We
crocodile
dropped
family.
it.
Yeah, it looked like he just fell with a catch, but
Yeah, let's see the replay. It was tough to see with my tiny television.
no.
Yeah, great pass breakup. Not
It's,
even close
it's-
to a catch.
It's just zoomed out from prime vision. That's like the only thing that trips me up sometimes.
But if I had a bigger TV, we could see Prime Vision.
I get
Easier.
your logic and I don't disagree with it, but I'm not trying to shit on the size of your TV. That's a good sized TV. I have also really bad eyes. I have really bad eyes.
Yeah, we need binoculars for this fucking TV. Kick is up. Kick is good. 21-13.
Now I feel very odd that I sit like 3 feet away from a 70-inch TV playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's immersive at that point, but I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so I went farther into the deep dive.
Here we go. I wish it would happen more naturally, Paxton.
On
Go
JD.
ahead.
If
He went to
Unanimous.
Folsom High School in Folsom, California. He had a 4.0. In 46 games, he
What a
completed
nerd.
Yeah, we already knew that.
1,191 out of 1,700 attempts for 16,775 yards and 229 touchdowns, all California records.
What's that pass completion percentage? Can you calculate that for me?
I was trying to figure that out. That's
Is he the
that's
new
like
Kua Nakua?
64%. It seemed like if it was 1,079 or something like that out of 1,700, that's like 2/3.
69.7.
Nice.
Okay, I was close, kind of.
That's a record in California, 69 completion
Dude,
percentage.
Texas athletes.
Yeah, they're all
put that
high as shit.
to
They don't know the
shame.
records.
I played in that era, and that's why I quit early.
Junior and senior
that's
year in
because
high
of
school.
California, they're too busy.
Gatorade Football Player of the Year, both junior and senior year.
Okay.
4-star recruit going into Washington as well.
4-star recruit with a 69 completion percentage in high school.
I feel like we're supposed to respect him more for that.
Out of California, had a 4.0.
He is the Bengals' next franchise quarterback, and you will all see.
Jake Browning.
Joe Burrow.
What draft pick was he, Paxton Bailey?
It's a
He's 27 years old. It's his second year in the NFL. He's 27.
That man was a super senior.
Oh, yeah.
He was a second-round pick at the earliest.
he was an undrafted free agent.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Hey, earned a spot, though.
Yeah.
He is the Tom Brady to Joe Burrow as Drew Bledsoe.
See, and
Just
that's
you
what,
wait.
And that's what made me mad, though, because I do remember him going to the Vikings quarterback room with Kirk Cousins, and I was still just pissed, beyond pissed, that we had Sean Mannion on our team, and he has since left that team, and guess what? He's fucking back on that team. And I understand that the Vikings have had some, unpredictable events circumvent the quarterback room in general with both Kirk and then the backup, Jaron Hall, who's not really, I don't think, personally, good enough to be a backup.
Achilles rupture, concussion.
Yeah, and then Joshua Dobbs was traded for. So yeah,
Not
I
in
mean,
that order.
Not in that order at all. But yeah, so I remember Jake Browning being there and me just being like, why the fuck did we go in on an undrafted free agent if Sean Mannion is still on our fucking team? And that was Kirk Cousins' fault. They're buddies.
Well said.
Kept him employed.
Long way to go
Kilby
for
Davis.
that.
Evan McPherson
Kick God.
off to kick the kickoff away. Goes into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback.
Perfect kick to forearm length ratio.
Well
Kick God, Evan McPherson.
said. We're looking at some Bengals miscues here. Look at that miscue. Holding on Nelson Aguilar. Turner, the rookie out of Michigan. That was called for pass interference, I guess.
Yeah, looking back in real time, that did not look like a pass
Yeah, that was
interference.
a bad angle. Shot Bateman touchdown. Lamar Jackson under center. The bang bus, Gus Edwards, back in the backfield where I like to see him. Lamar Jackson hands it off to the bang bus. He cuts it up to the right. He's got some space, and he's got a lot of space for a big run.
Nice one.
Hangs onto the ball, advances it to midfield. Gain a 25 on the play.
This is the point where the Ravens steamroller needs to start moving.
The bang bus
Bang Bus coming in with big moves.
coming in hot. Patrick
Hard and
Ricard
heavy.
blocking inside. The bang bus reading it.
Just really pounding the rock.
Reading it brilliantly. Advancing the ball up the field. The bang bus having a massive game thus far.
I needed that.
And now he's going to go out for a pass. Lamar Jackson steps up and dumps it off.
Charlie Kolar waiting. Maybe this is his game to shine.
What are you looking for, buddy? I don't have it. I promise.
So Charlie Kolar is basically Isaiah Likely's backup.
It is,
It's
yeah.
Mark Andrews' backup.
Yeah.
So
Hey, you know what? I think Isaiah Likely might be the next Mark Andrews for Baltimore.
I
No, you're
disagree.
wrong.
Gus Edwards gets the handoff, gain of 6 on the play, up the middle.
I've only ever loosely followed Kyle Pitts because I've had him on multiple,
He's an Irv Smith
Fantasy
Jr.
end.
to me. He's a bust.
and so it's like I kind of look at like Isaiah Likely as like Kyle Pitts, but like much less draft capitals.
I get that. I can see it, at least in terms of
Like he shines when he shines, but then like he'll just be quiet for like game after game.
Cam Sample on the tackle. Lamar Jackson in the backfield. The snap is away. Handoff is to the Gus Edwards for a first down.
Let me ask you boys a question from the previous Thursday nights that I've missed. Have there been other questionable time management situations with any other head coaches or organizations?
Well, I don't know if you're queuing me up for anything, but I would not be able to remember.
I still can't get over the time that we watched Kansas City Kansas City capitalized on what was it, the Browns calling a timeout on them and them getting an extra 3 points before the half and like all that. There's been a lot of different time management pieces. That
I
we've
have
had.
slept a lot since then. I
Don't
have no
Remember
idea.
what you're talking about.
Fuck's that one?
Lamar Jackson, Keaton Mitchell back in the game. Lamar Jackson gets the snap, drops back. It is a screen to Keaton Mitchell. He's got a little bit of space, and he's fast, but his acceleration is so impressive.
Yeah.
He goes 0 to 100 real quick.
He's fast, quick, and in a hurry.
That was a high risk screen too, 'cause that was wide out there.
He was kind of, I think, by design isolated from where the action was going on the field.
Averaging 11 yards a carry currently.
Jeez.
even with 5 carries for -2 yards in this game. Zay Flowers goes in motion, and it is a handoff to Keaton Mitchell, and it's Lamar Jackson.
See,
He got the first.
that's the thing, though, is whenever it's one of those
First down.
if it's a screen pass like jet sweep, that's like the differentiation between handoff and passes can like fuck with stats. I think not like in a bad way, obviously, if they can work it, but
Great pull.
yeah, they just run such a dynamic offense. The Ravens do with having the ability to be like a fucking magician like that with Lamar, just pulling that and taking it even for a few yards at a time, if not a first
But it's
down.
first down.
Yeah, if not a first down.
Old Joseph Asai was fooled. And that's not how you say his last name.
I was gonna say.
Handoff is to Keaton Mitchell.
Slot.
Bringing down that 11-yard average as we speak.
Yeah, and that's a good thing to do because I get the feeling that they're going to make this attempt to get another first down in those 2 yards.
I think that'll be smart, just to
Keep
kind
the
of
clock running.
and keep your offensive time of possession up. Like that just seems like a lot of teams miss out on being such an important statistic.
if you put a defense the caliber of the Ravens defense and the Browns defense, or even kind of the Bengals defense, even though they're banged up, they're playing wonderful tonight. But like
Keaton Mitchell goes in motion. Lamar Jackson drops back to pass. He's going to roll out to the left, and he's going to avoid a tackle. He's going to look down. Oh, no. Is he – he's okay. He just tripped.
Oh, shit.
That looked bad.
That looked really bad, yeah.
He's limping. He's coming up not looking great.
Oh, my.
Perhaps.
Why did he go down so awkwardly?
Well,
I
That
thought
did
he
get
just
his
slipped out of his
ankle.
cleat at one point. But
So he's running, and he just – ooh.
Oh,
he just went dead leg.
Ooh.
That looked like
1,
he needs
2,
Gatorade
3.
at least. Oh,
I think he just tripped on the turf.
turf toe.
Yeah.
The turf monster got him is what I'm going to say.
Well, it
Make
looked
it
like
scary.
I don't know if he was just really that upset with his performance or if he
Yeah.
actually was in some pain because he did kind of get up tender.
I mean,
He drops back to pass. He's going to run.
Oh,
I think he's okay. He's going to take it down by the ankle again.
I was gonna say, yeah, dude, because even if he's not okay,
I think that was one of those situations, Caleb Davis, where he got up gingerly because he was embarrassed by how bad that play looked.
Yeah, he
One of those things make yourself look tough.
Like you
Yeah,
took
he
it on
tripped
your
in the
pride.
backfield. He's embarrassed for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
I would be too. What an idiot.
never seen someone so stupid make so much money.
Well,
Yeah,
You don't subscribe to the OnlyFans models that Paxton does. That's what Paxton thought to himself.
yeah, dude, they're hot.
And they make a lot of money.
I just loved how that was their descriptor they got was like, yeah, bro, they're hot. It's like,
Justin
We're
Tucker
not taking
straight
that.
through.
Big wieners. All
Now
I
that
love me a
bad
good hot
baby,
dude.
now that bad baby has transcended into like cultural phenomenon.
He's bad toddler. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I was convinced me. That's what convinced me about the multiverse.
Who
and
said that
clearly
Bad
I
Baby was in the cultural?
Because she's worth like hundreds of millions of dollars now.
Yeah, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a
I
while.
don't know who Bad Baby is.
Oh,
She's
thank
the-
God.
I just-
Catch me outside.
Oh shit.
How about that?
Yeah, it's Bahad Bahabi because she doesn't know how to spell.
I'm just saying, like, I read that somewhere and I was like, oh shit, we did rip a hole in the universe, and clearly some other like crazy universe is spilling into ours. Like,
Well, I mean, if you think
thank
about
God
it,
Call, the new
Honey
Call of
Boo
Duty
Boo-
is pretty nice.
Oh my
Honey Boo Boo
God,
and her
dude.
family were just rich because they were fat and gross.
That's true, dude. And like I never have understood that appeal, dude.
Never.
It's
God
people wanting to
damn.
feel
Honey
better
Boo Boo?
about themselves.
Yeah.
I tried watching that show. I tried watching that show multiple times, and I couldn't. I didn't get why.
Well, it's the people that watch it just want to look at it and like, oh, I'm not that bad. I'm not a fat little girl. So like,
I think it's
my life is better than. That's why people watch those reality TV, like 600-pound sisters. They're like, oh, I'm not that much of a fat piece of shit. I might be 300,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
get
not
that.
600.
No, I get that. But dude, oh fuck. Yeah, no. I mean, I just don't want to be the person denying my obesity in a program and not going to the gym. Like I've been at points in my life where I've been fat enough to where I'm like, this is why I'm here when I look at myself in the gym. So like, yeah, dude, like the other day I was at work and I was eating and like, and I work in fucking not fast food, but food service. Like you only have like maybe 5 minutes combined of your entire day to eat something. And so I was really making those 5 minutes count, taking big bites. And then this girl walked into the manager's office. She went, in my fucking face with a mouthful of sandwich. And I thought about that the next day I was at the gym and I felt kind of tired. I was like, nope, not anymore. I don't. Yeah, I need to do something about it if I feel like I'm fat.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be watching the 600-pound sisters. That looks disgusting, but I also have beef with like some little people too. So not some of them, all of them. I can't stand them.
All right.
If
No chocolate factory.
I
for
feel
you.
like just because I've experienced it, if you're that afraid of little people, we should go to midget wrestling. And I
I've
can call
already
it,
been, dude. I've already been.
and it didn't
My
work.
mom made me go. I didn't want to be there, dude. It was. I just don't know. I don't get it. It's like
Well, I'm just
I feel
saying,
like
if you don't
I'm supposed
like
to be able to-
midgets, watching them beat each other up, and I can say midgets because when you call it the midget wrestling league, you know what I mean?
oh,
But like watching them beat each
Uh-oh.
other up, you're like, yeah.
Lamar Jackson has a wrapper on his ankle. My ex-girlfriend was afraid of midgets, and we had this really short guy on our wrestling team, and she was afraid of him, and I was like, no, he's just like really short.
well, and I don't want to say I'm afraid of them. It's just like I don't know what it is. Like my mom watches all the TLC shows, and I had to watch those two like from a side profile while I'm eating dinner, and like then I'm just like I'm full. Like I don't want to eat anymore.
Well, like this is like I'm not afraid of people with hip dysplasia, but I don't want to look at it.
I do. Anyways,
The
there's football on.
Roquan Smith
Not Joe Burrow.
fighting hip dysplasia.
1st and 10, starting on the 25-yard line after the touchback. Not Joe Burrow changing the play up at the line.
I think we should just stick with JB6. Or what was it?
Not Joe Burrow. And JB.
And
Drops back to pass.
Beautiful.
Wow! Brilliant timing. There was a flag thrown in from the secondary. Feels like that's going to be illegal contact on the play.
It's gonna be a flag for being the best quarterback ever.
Jake Browning?
Yep.
Ooh. Illegal formation on the offense.
See, that's one thing I really don't like is moments like this, and I feel like for some reason it didn't used to be this way. Is like as soon as the flag comes out, like on an offensive penalty, whistle the play dead, right? Like right then and there. Like don't let the play go on and risk someone getting injured when you know it's already coming back. You know what I mean? I feel like they
Yeah.
should have like
Well, but
the flag and
sometimes
whistle.
there's an event where the defense does a penalty too that offsets.
Not Joe Burrow drops back to pass. He gets taken down for a sack on the play.
What is this now? Like 2nd and 23?
100% is offensive line's fault, not him.
Oh, I agree.
I
He
feel
didn't
like
have any time to put his eyes down the field.
I feel like the shame of Odafe Owe is that he hasn't been good enough to get people to chant his name. because I feel like it would go really well. Like I feel like once the crowd caught on to Odafe,
that-
oh wait.
Is that
Like-
before or after the chili on the sidelines?
Well, this is Baltimore, so it'd be crab cakes on the sidelines.
True.
Todd Monken sitting in the box, just like a face full of like
Nacho Burrow hands off up the middle to Travion Williams. It's a gain of 4 on the play.
How is this whole quarter almost done now and it's like 9:30?
Because that's what the Ravens do, and this is again since 2019, is they'll chew up a grand portion of the third quarter, rest the defense through all that time, and then hope the defense can just shut them down.
Well,
and they can do it again.
haven't the Bengals been the only team to score this this quarter? Or no. Wait, I'm mistaken. That was
First off, it's preordained that the Bengals are going to lose.
Nacho Burrow drops back to pass, throws it deep to Jamar Chase, and he's got him. He's out of bounds.
No, the Bengals are preordained to lose. Ray Lewis is in the house, and Ray Lewis has channeled his light from heaven and energized the locker room.
Hey, dude, I know what Ray Lewis has done. He does not have a light from heaven.
Allegedly.
You've never heard one of his motivational speeches, apparently.
No.
But you guys are right. The Bengals have 0% chance of winning this fucking game.
Yeah, not Joe Burrow. And not to talk shit on the 27-year-old future franchise piece for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, 4.0
Yeah, 2-time Gatorade, whatever, all-star athlete.
of the year, and he played in California.
Dude, that's like getting slimed on Nickelodeon. Like, am I supposed to give a fuck?
He has a record in California for completion percentage of 69.
All the records.
Yeah, no, he does have all of the QB records.
It said all California records.
Literally every California record, this kid set it.
Hey, was it their drones that paused this game, or is
No.
that just like a graphic?
Just a graphic.
Okay. Because you guys have seen what the Chinese are doing with drones, right?
That's
Crazy.
Ray
That was
Lewis.
just
That's
really
Ray
big
Lewis
Ray Lewis.
channeling his light from heaven.
Oh, God.
Ray Lewis-
What are the Chinese doing with drones, Kelby Davis? I'd love to hear about it.
Oh, what the Chinese are doing with drones,
Yeah,
dude?
Of
Oh, my
course.
God, dude. You should see their parades. Asians know how to parade. I know that.
Oh, you mean drone shows?
Yeah,
we
dude.
have those. They're lame. Dude.
They are lame, but that's what I was asking.
Yeah,
I guess
the ones in
fireworks.
China, there's so many. They
Yeah.
look like soldiers marching through the sky.
Fireworks
instead of just on the ground.
Yeah, dude. One of them even made me believe they assembled our iPhones.
I think fireworks are kind of
My
played out.
favorite was the one where it was like the Chinese soldiers stomping on the Uyghur, like the things they can do with drone displays.
Have you seen those daytime fireworks they make out of like baby powder? Those are dope. I think those
See
are
the
cool.
daytime ones made out of babies.
Yeah, dude. I've been to a clinic.
Very bright red, very hard to clean up.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh, so I bought tickets to go see old Tommy Buns, Tom Segura in March.
Nice.
And I am very pumped.
I'm assuming for certain that that's going to be an arena.
Yeah, he is doing American Airlines, and I got, I guess, second
Like-
row, second section,
Yeah,
and like $60.
that's not bad for an arena. I don't think. I just heard Matt Rife did the Addison or the Arlington Improv this Wednesday. I don't remember which one it was. But I thought that was a
He's
pretty
He's doing
small
Dickey's
thing.
Arena.
Yeah, he also
Matt
just
Rife
did-
is?
Mhm.
Damn.
I don't really have any interest in like catching one of his shows ever or ever meeting him. Personally.
He's
I
all
never
right,
really like. I've seen his reels. Like
It's all like crowd work, which like is I'm sure he's got great material and good jokes.
He doesn't.
No,
I mean,
it's
he's
all about
special.
working out with black guys.
I
I've watched it
real
before.
quick
I
as a
wanted to
James
know.
Bond fan. I want to know if there is some kind of contest that's like Amazing Race, but you get to do it like James Bond style. Like how do I?
Executing foreigners that are high risk on FBI lists or something.
That would. I was gonna go with like
That's all I
doing
can think
cheesy
of.
little personal challenges, but like
Oh.
now you're really talking my language. But
I-
no, they're doing a show. I was like, I want on this show. But
I just
like,
thought what James Bond was like known for is being like a secret spy, right?
Right,
Or is
and-
it just being like a
I mean-
fancy man?
however, if it's an Amazon show,
Wide spread out. Mitchell in the backfield. Lamar Jackson puts him in motion. He hands it off to him. He's got a lot of room to work with.
Wow.
And Mitchell
Wow.
breaks another tackle and advances up.
speed.
Gain of 20. So what the Ravens did is they took 2 wide receivers and put them on opposite sidelines, and then they just handed it off to Keaton Mitchell, and they're like, all right, enjoy all that space, bud.
He peeled back, too, twice.
And he really did. He
found
enjoyed a
those
lot of the
blocks.
space. Breaks 2 tackles on the way.
Really letting those blocks develop. That was great disciplined
Damn.
running, dude. Took his time.
Good luck stopping that, anybody.
Keaton Mitchell's father's in the house. Apparently, a Ravens Super Bowl winner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Well,
Is that their Deuce Vaughn?
screen pass to Flowers, gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'm not going to double down on my milk and cigarettes joke, but let's just say if you go back to the previous podcast, his father came back with the milk and cigarettes.
Lamar Jackson is very ashy.
He just switched his cleats, tape them down.
He should put on some lotion.
Yeah.
No, that's the sideline. You're a dick, dude.
They should call him Ash and
That's the
Jackson.
paint from the sideline.
No, dude, don't lie. He looks like Tyrone Biggum.
Jesus Christ.
He looks like he's just rolling around in coke.
Drops back, throws it deep.
Oh,
To Odell!
Why?
He almost recreates the one-handed catch in the corner of the end zone.
You
Can't
know,
do it
I'm
twice, dickhead.
kind of surprised that one didn't get one of the yellow flags, dude. Like, I want to watch this again.
We'll see the replay here. Odell hits a sweet inside move on him,
Ooh.
and then just that's
All right.
come on, Odell, you gotta
His
catch
head
those.
was up. I think that was great coverage now that I've seen it.
Odell, you gotta catch those one-handed,
yeah, dude,
bud.
That's what you've built your career on, big dog. You can't fall now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he also copied Stephon Diggs' basketball moves in the route.
Oh, yeah.
Hill comes in mostly to block this game. Lamar drops back to pass. He's got a lot of time. He's moving out to the right, and
Oh, my God, dude.
tried to throw it away. The camera's full. He throws it deep.
Nope.
Did he catch that?
No.
Did he?
Oh,
Oh
no!
my God.
Come on.
Pass to the rookie Flowers. Bengals corner.
What an amazing fucking play extension by Lamar Jackson right there, because he had Amazon's camera completely fooled, which isn't hard to do, but wow.
The rookie DJ Turner
An
getting up
extra-
slow.
Of 10 seconds at least. Dude, how?
Dips right out of it.
Wow. Oh my God.
Almost 11 seconds.
Wow. I
And he
called that.
could
That
have
was
run
crazy.
too.
Feet just out of bounds.
Hey, as a rookie, I will take that. I mean, I know that's frustrating, but okay, you said earlier, right before that play started, he copied Stephon Diggs' basketball moves. Both great route runners, have excellent footwork and field awareness, and we did not see that from Zay Flowers, unfortunately. But what an amazing attempt from the Baltimore Ravens.
Otto Matt Tuck lining up to kick this field goal through, and he does.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
that
mean,
that
any
was-
Ravens fans that are watching this right now, let me just say, like, I've never truly believed that Hollywood Brown was worth replacing.
What?
And so I feel like Hollywood Brown just had it. Like, when it comes to catches like that, like, I feel like Hollywood Brown, and he's making catches like that for the Cardinals. Like, and so I just, it's like, why? I know Hollywood kind of wanted out, but I feel like he would have thrived in this system.
Yeah, that kind of confused me too. Just because like he was a younger guy on the squad that had promise, especially whenever they fall back on someone like OBJ, who's definitely an older talent. But I don't know. I think OBJ's talent kind of caught up to his point in his career athletically, where the value matched. I feel like if you're going to keep someone like Hollywood Brown on a team that's got already okay enough receivers, it just wouldn't have made sense because of Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. And so I think one of the things with Odell Beckham Jr. is, like, again, speaking from the perspective of a Ravens fan, is like the constant trying to recapture what they did with Derek Mason, and then what they did with Anquan Bolton, and
I
then
was
what they
more
did
a
with
fan
Steve
of what
Smith
they did with
Sr.
Ray Rice.
Jamie, let me get your opinion on something.
Yep.
Do I start Tony Pollard or Javonte Williams in Miami?
Javonte Williams. Why
In
is that even a
Miami.
question?
They have a good rush.
I was going to say Tony Pollard.
No. Don't start Pollard.
Hey, actually, I have a statistic that I want to bring up right now. I have a better start-sit accuracy than Jamie does in our Dynasty League.
Oh, not
I'm at-
Miami, Minnesota.
I'm at a 90.7 start-sit accuracy. Jamie's at an 81.9 in our dynasty.
Okay. Well, that just means I have better depth on my team
It
than you
100%
do.
does. It 100% does, but at least I'm starting the right guys.
Yeah, you sure are.
Hey, but look at average points for I'm beating you by 2 points. So, I don't know. But I did have like a crazy week for no reason last week.
Joe Burrow, handoff up the middle, absolutely stuffed by Patrick Queen.
I'm going to tell you, if you start Tony Pollard, I don't blame you. But the Vikings defense is like always a week to week, man. Like,
Yeah.
Javonte Williams the past 2 weeks has just been absolutely dominant after he's been like kind of fully back from his injury, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I'm giving up on Tony.
And Tony
he had a
Pollard
solid week
stinks.
last week, didn't he not? Like,
No, he was just straight up poop.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's been bad all
I-
season.
I
Yeah.
watched.
What's Tony Pollard on the year running back?
25 still somehow.
Yeah, that's not great. Javonte Williams is running back 33 on the season
31, with being out.
with essentially being like weaned back into the
Yeah.
starting position. The past 2 weeks he's scored I think
19
like
and
over
17.
20. What is it?
19 and 17.
Half PPR
Hey, and you know
points.
what?
Half PPR and non-first down points.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll go ahead and say this too. I don't care who's playing who. When it comes to the Vikings playing anybody, that game's always goddamn competitive, and all of their true starters usually do well. So, and I hate to say it because, like, I fucking hate being a Vikings fan sometimes as much as I love it.
Josh Dobbs is awesome, dude. You should be excited. I love Josh
Oh,
Dobbs.
dude, it just
Shave
muddies
your
the
eyebrows.
water. No, for me, I'm happy he's there because I know that having Kirk Cousins at quarterback has been such a polarizing problem for me. Just looking at the fan base, everyone's 50-50 on the guy. When, like, more than half the time he's been on the team, his coaching staff hasn't supported him. I know so much about that shit, or at least I think I do, and I'll say that I do, but, like, it was very apparent that the GM for the Vikings wanted Kirk Cousins after their NFC Championship loss to the Philadelphia Eagles and Nick Foles in 2017 when Case Keenum was their guy at QB3, brought them to the NFC Championship. They let him walk. They cut from Sam Bradford and Teddy Bridgewater, and they had to just get who the best QB was at the time in the free agency. It was Kirk Cousins. And that was at a time where the draft classes were like Justin Herbert's, Joe Burrow's, Jalen Hurts's. And it's like we've just had to have utilized him to his strong suit. But we had an offense tailored to Teddy Bridgewater from the coaching staff and the administration that brought him in, a more mobile guy. We just haven't been supporting him. When KOC, our new head coach, and Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, the new GM, they actually tried to put people around him to succeed. Justin Jefferson's still doing crazy shit, and fans just shit all over Kirk. They just shit all over him.
Yeah, life
What
is
do you
so
bring?
hard as a Minnesota. Life is so hard as a Minnesota Vikings fan with the quarterback situation that you get put in. It wasn't like you were forced to give 3 first-round draft picks and a record-breaking guaranteed free contract, fully guaranteed, to a guy who's played 12 games poorly, Deshaun Watson, when Aaron Rodgers was available next year for 1 first-round draft pick. Aaron Rodgers.
I know, but
Put Aaron
also
Rodgers behind that Cleveland offensive line.
no Achilles.
Ask him
injury.
how many Achilles he tears.
2.
Well,
Just saying.
it's awful as a Vikings fan with Kirk Cousins. I like Josh Dobbs because he puts us in that transitional period where this is Kirk's last year under contract. He went down being the 6th rated quarterback in the league. Go fucking fetch a contract for that. He says he wants to be a Vikings QB for the rest of his career. If he does, his contract's going to have to show that because at this point, the Vikings are not in contention for the 1st or 2nd or 3rd round draft pick to take one of the top 2 QBs in the league.
They're too good. Josh Dobbs is the answer. I agree, Caleb Davis.
I hope he has to be, and if he's not, it's just another 20 fucking years of being a sad, depressed Vikings fan.
No, I think you re-sign Kirk. I think the team can operate under
His
scope.
money is going to have to be. This is why I was.
No, Kirk isn't going to get the same. Maybe he does.
Well, this is
I
what I'm
don't
going to
think
say.
so,
I'm
though.
happy we signed him when we did because we set the market with him, and he'll
take a 2-year, $49 million
Some
a
people
year.
are going to say that's too much.
No, that's not too much for Kirk
Dude,
Cousins.
no, I know Vikings fans that will literally.
What do you think, Caleb Davis?
I think I want Kirk back because JJ at the beginning of the year had not settled on a contract agreement because of alleged fact that Kirk Cousins was also not re-signed. And that was before the season started. Then the season got underway. We started off 1-4. JJ went down, IR, maybe back this week, probably not. And now Kirk is done for the season. So it muddies the water up. I think Josh Dobbs is a great answer right now for the rest of the season to stay competitive. But when don't you just say fuck it and rebuild for an actual talented QB that will be on a QB rookie contract like Caleb Williams? Is that the answer?
No, I think Kirk's the answer. I think you got to build around Kirk and Jefferson.
If we had a better offensive line, Kirk Cousins would be a complete no fucking question
Kirk's
about
fault.
it. Top 5 QB. Oh, I agree. I don't think it's his fault at all. I think he's been in a shitty system or an okay enough system. Like when he was in Washington, the system was okay enough for him to be the guy.
I don't think some rookie is the answer, but I can't wait to stop talking about the Minnesota Vikings and watch the rest of this game. I'm fucking sick of talking about
To build on what you said, this is kind of my thought about how I would build a football team. This is kind of amateur.
Christ. Okay, well, you got
like,
23 seconds.
It starts with the offensive line.
Okay. Go ahead.
I agree.
It starts with the offensive line because you can buy mediocre quarterbacks and you can buy space and time.
I agree. I think that's very important.
Not Joe Burrow in shotgun formation. He's going to receive the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to quickly dump it off to Hudson for a gain of 2 on play.
Jalen Armour Davis. Some names out there.
It was weird.
Number 5.
Kind of just ran a snuffer back and then he didn't do anything.
I'm sad Joe Burrow on the sideline.
Can't be any worse than when Mac Jones got benched and they showed him 45 times after getting benched.
Yeah, that's true. Bro, the NFL loves shitting on Mac Jones. So does Bill Belichick.
JB6 again in shotgun. Keontae Williams to his left. Changing the play up at the line. Williams goes in motion to his right. It's going to be a pass. He's going to drop back to throw, and he does to Boyd, and he drops another one. Is Tyler Boyd over on the game today? Feels like it.
It does feel like it, and I missed the first part of the game. So
I think he's got 1 catch.
Is it for a touchdown? Am I an idiot?
I want to.
The Tyler
Over? Yes, he has no touch.
The Tyler Boyd hatred energy in that stadium is very strong today.
So I want to say something too. I made a comment earlier about how a quarterback was going to end up the future quarterback of the Commanders. I forget Sam Howell's like pretty badass. I love Sam Howell.
3 back-to-back 300-yard passing games, Sam Howell.
Yeah, the Red Wolves. They got to be the Red Wolves.
Well, they're not.
No, but they will be.
14:06 on the clock. Punt is
Well,
caught.
and that's actually good because there's a place called Wolf Trap in Washington, D.C. It's like a live outdoor like theater venue where they basically used to corral wolves to make sure that Washington, D.C. no longer had wolves running around.
I'm so glad you brought those history lessons with you.
Yeah,
They
they trapped them and humanely
Imagine how
shipped
cool
them
it'd be
off.
if wolves were just walking around at all times.
I prefer like Washington,
American
D.C. not to
obesity
get
would
political,
take
but Washington, D.C. would be a lot more fun if there were wolves.
Where's Boston at?
Uh-oh, Lamar Jackson spreads him out.
Why don't?
Keontae is in the backfield. You know what's happening. It's a handoff to him.
Keaton
And he-
Mitchell.
Why are they not putting Huntley in at this point, just for the sake of a possibly battered and tattered Lamar Jackson?
Because it's a very
Because they can't risk another
Close
fourth
game.
quarter back. They
put in
can't
a
risk a
quarterback
fourth quarter
backup.
breakdown.
A 2-score game?
with 14 minutes left.
Yeah, I know.
They've blown bigger leads.
No, okay, I know that's fair, but I don't know. I feel like making an injury worse with someone like Lamar would be worse in my eyes.
No, you're wrong. Lamar Jackson under center. They need to win this game.
Well, Joe Burrow's
Hand off
not
to the
even in.
right. Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to get taken down short of the line to gain. 3rd and 2.
Tyler Huntley is like Lamar Jackson light. You did
No, he's
Same
not.
offense.
That's rude of you to say.
No, I don't.
That's
think so.
rude of you to say. That's rude of you to say.
Okay,
He's not even on the same planet.
Look,
as
you
Lamar
made John Harbaugh angry with that.
You mean Mitchell gets another handoff and he gets the first down. Gain of 5 on the
It's a
play.
very run-reliant offense right now. Joe Burrow is not in for the Cincinnati Bengals. They're not moving the ball.
Yeah, and Huntley can't run the ball like Lamar Jackson. You're out of your mind.
After one more touchdown.
No,
After one more touchdown.
Lamar Jackson's not running the ball that well or that often in the fourth quarter, I wouldn't presume, with a 14-point lead.
Yeah, if the game's over, pull Lamar, obviously, even if he's healthy. But pulling him here. You need to win this game. You fucking need this game. This is the NFL. This is the AFC North.
I agree. I know they need to win the game.
They lost Mark Andrews. They need to win this game. Lamar Jackson hangs on to the ball. He's gonna kind of awkwardly
purposeful.
I think he dove.
Jump down.
Yeah, he took a dive.
Okay.
Because that's how he's been sliding. That's how he's been giving himself.
Yeah, it looks really awkward.
I met Ozzie Newsome in the airport after they won the Super Bowl, and it was really cool. He was really nice. However, he was also very depressed because it was the day he was leaving Ed Reed's house find out that Ed Reed was not going to be a Raven anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. But I went up to him and I was like, hey, I know that you've had a rough day, but here's my flag, my Ravens flag, flying over a fob in Afghanistan after you guys won the Super Bowl. And he was like, hey, man, that's really cool. And I was like, thank you. And he shook my hand and I walked away because...
Handoff of the middle.
Because other words, you would have kissed him.
To Mitchell, first down. There's a flag on the play. Probably going to be a hold.
No, my man Ozzie had a real bad fucking day. Like, him talking to Ed Reed and having Ed Reed be like, no, I'm not coming back. Like,
Ed Reed boy.
Yeah. That was big for the Ravens. Like, people were, like, really disappointed.
Yeah. Best safety you've ever seen. Boy. And it is a hold. On Simpson.
Anthony Rijkaard, speaking of fullbacks,
good call.
Fucking stud.
Patrick Ricard.
Or Patrick. Wait.
Patrick
Hold on.
Ricard.
I know. There's somebody else. There's got to be. Or I'm just that dumb, which is also on the table.
That's entirely possible.
Ronnie Stanley,
11.
Always injured. Another first-round draft pick. Always injured.
11:29 on the clock. The Gus Bus back in the backfield. They're going to blow the play dead. Something's happening, and they're going to just let them do something. Not sure what we just saw out of the referees, but here we go. The Gus Bus, the Bang Bus back in the backfield. I hope he gets the handoff. He does not. He's going to roll out to the right. Lamar Jackson's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to run, and he's going to fake a pass, and he's going to go down again. Awkward slide.
Yeah, that one looked less intentional, but it looked also intentional. That's kind of...
That was a dumb way to go down.
That was just such a passive-aggressive way to try to help him up. It was like, nah, bitch, stand up. And then...
Yeah, what's going on with these? Oh, he's just losing his feet on the turf.
Yeah, his cleats.
The turf is just the turf is the issue.
Didn't he have like a second? He already changed cleats once, right?
I have no idea. No, he just had he had a hot pack on his ankle.
No, but I think they were pointing out that he had
already changed cleats.
Yeah, that he changed.
What's with this Baltimore grass? Anyways, pass incomplete.
And yeah, that's their home turf, literally.
Yeah,
so that's
figure it out.
Yeah.
Bengals get the stop they need. You can literally practice on it. You have access to it.
Yeah, and he looks...
Figure it out. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. It was Patrick. I'm stupid because when I looked up Anthony Rijkaard, I was like, do you mean Anthony Richardson? I was like, no. Yeah. I meant I'm stupid.
I knew you were stupid. Just kidding.
It's okay. At least you believed in me correctly.
Yeah. You're doing great, by the way. Punt is up in the air.
Nice punt within the 10. And it's in the end zone because it was a bad punt. And here I go again.
Touchback. That's just a bad bounce. Caleb B. Davis.
And I feel like they should have caught up to it. I feel like they should have caught up to it faster to see if they could push it back out.
10:33 left on the clock as we go to a commercial break here.
It's like that's the problem. It's the same situation they were in last week.
Yep, when they lost to the Browns and allegedly a broken shoulder.
Literally,
Deshaun Watson, who's now out for the season-ending surgery.
Jamie will be happy to talk about this because the game that really distracted me last week was the Detroit Lions game and how fucking impressive that battle was because the Lions kept their head down.
Honestly, as a Lions fan, that game for me personally, there were a lot of Lions fans who did not feel the same way. Never fucking in doubt. Knew the Lions were going to figure it out how to win.
Well, and it's
two fourth down conversions. I'm like, yeah. I mean, obviously Jared Goff is going to complete that. I still think he is a low key candidate, a dark horse candidate for MVP, league MVP, because Lions could just win out. They could just win out. They got a big game December 30th here in Dallas. Prime time Saturday night game.
And they play the Vikings 2 of their last 3 games. So
yeah, to win the division.
Yeah.
So what if the Lions just win out? Dan Campbell definitely going to win Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
And if they just win out, who's going to be involved? Jared Goff.
What's funny about that too is the other people I would have put in discussion for either Coach of the Year or MVP candidates. I say Tua maybe an MVP candidate,
Oh,
And
yeah,
you
for sure.
guys
He's
were
the
on that from
favorite.
the beginning. You
Yeah.
guys were on that from the beginning. Obviously, Tua is a favorite.
On our bold prediction episode,
yeah.
one of my bold predictions was Tua was going to play all 17 games of the
and
season.
then even I think Paxton, did you pick him possibly for your quarterback?
yes,
reboot?
but I thought he was gonna die.
Yes, that's right. Okay, never mind. So you were in on him on the opposite way. No, but I mean, even still, I think the Lions have really done something not impressive of winning the NFC North just this year, but this looks like it's going to span beyond just this season.
Oh, yeah, it's super sustainable because they already have their quarterback.
And they've got a very young Jamal Williams.
Jameson Williams. Amon-Ra St. Brown, both on rookie contracts.
Yeah, both on rookie contracts. Defensively,
Aiden Hutchinson, rookie contract.
Offensive line's never been really a problem. You can ask Matthew Stafford about that. But he's also that guy's a different breed when it comes to fighting through playing in an uncomfortable position.
And now Sam Laporta, Brian Branch. Don't get me started on the Lions. They literally don't miss draft picks.
But yeah, they were
literally don't
firing
miss
on
draft
all
picks.
cylinders last year.
Handoff up the middle.
Very impressive win in
Gain
my
of 2.
eyes. I think the Chargers are always one of those teams where if you're pulling a dub against them, because they're a very well-rounded team as well. They're kind of like what I would set as you have to at least be able to beat them to be a team taken seriously. Minnesota didn't do it.
The Chargers really are the gatekeepers of the NFL. Yeah, that's a good point. Because they will lose to good football teams, but they will beat bad football teams. They're consistent in that factor. Not Joe Burrow drops back to pass. He's going to throw to the left. It's caught by Joe Mixon.
Behind the line,
and it'll be 3rd and 5. These Bengals down 2 scores at this point.
Just straight.
Dude, just like a uber tight Baltimore Ravens defense.
They need to get Irwin open. That's who he's comfortable with.
Yeah, they do.
Work with it.
And they've got great distractions in Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd and Joe Mixon. So, yeah, find a way to make it happen.
I don't think it's going to happen, guys.
I don't think it is either.
Joe Burrow drops back to pass. He doesn't find anybody. He rolls up the middle. He's going to gain a sack on the play.
He lost 3 or 4 yards right there. And there's a fight. There's some sort of altercation on the field.
I don't think
JB6 Caleb Brown.
I don't think JB6 really has what it takes to beat this.
Maybe if he was
Ravens
26.
defense.
Maybe if he was a year younger.
He is a 27-second year player in the NFL.
He's just taking it easy on the Ravens, dude.
He is smart, though. He got a 4.0 in high school.
Nerd.
Oh, yeah? What'd you get?
I got a 3.8.
But I didn't have a bunch of hot girls.
4.0s get you in the NFL.
All the time.
It was like a 3. I think it was like a 3.6.
I think I had a 3.6 in college.
High school.
But I also didn't take any of those AP classes that gave you for some reason 7.0 GPA if you got an A in the course, which was dumb.
This feels like some really good bang bus garbage time points.
So what I was going to say too, in dispute of possible Dan Campbell getting not saying he wouldn't, but if there was anybody else in the league to get Coach of the Year, obviously the Dolphins head coach, that would make sense. He's just funny as fuck all around too. I wouldn't mind seeing him win Coach of the Year, but all the other coaches Cincinnati's coach, Buffalo's coach, even Philadelphia's coach, they are not what they were last year, where it's holy shit, they're 8-0 or 8. I know that there's still only one loss or 2 losses this season, the Eagles, but I mean I could definitely see Dan Campbell walking away with that.
Dan Campbell deserves it. I mean, over Sirianni. In my opinion, I think so. I mean,
the Eagles don't look as strong.
No. Eagles are the best team in the NFL right now.
Of course, but they don't look as strong as they did last week. Or last year.
They look
I disagree.
Their coordination is more poor. They seem less it's like a well-oiled machine is how they played last year. It's they need some more oil, and I don't know what it is this year. They're not playing as good together. I don't know what it is, but
I think you guys are over-exaggerating. I mean, the Eagles have been ultra dominant this year.
I think they need to have a more points for stat for me to entirely agree because I want to see, and I'll look it up, what their points for versus their points against last season were versus this season. I know last year is going to be the entire season, but through this point, like they just don't seem as so dominant, in my opinion, anymore. Like, dude, didn't they lose? Who did they lose to this year? They've lost twice, I think, possibly.
They lost once to the Jets.
Yeah. Philadelphia Eagles. They are
Beat the Cowboys. So
they're 8-1, so they have only lost one game, so they're doing something right still. Holy shit! But
yeah,
hold on.
Caleb, we were wrong. It's
No, but the Eagles have a less point for and more points allowed than the fucking Cowboys do. So the Eagles have 252 points for, and they've allowed 195 points. The Cowboys have 269 points for,
Nice.
and they've allowed 165.
I don't give a fuck. The Gus Bus
There goes Gus Edwards right up there.
gets the handoff for a game of 7.
Ground and pound.
picking up hot ladies.
Slow and steady winning the race. Chris Hopkins. Yes, the Ravens are killing you guys tonight.
I did see that. I saw that. Chris Hopkins refuses to come on the podcast. Just kidding. He's been like in Ohio for like the past.
Chris
10 months.
Hopkins and I watched a lady get hit by a car on her bike.
Cool.
Oh my god.
It's pretty neat.
Zay Flowers goes in motion. The handoff is to the bang bus, but the play is blown dead for a false start.
But did you not see that wide open receiver on a blown play dead? Amazon did.
It was a false start. Oh, Amazon highlighted it.
Hey, so okay, I have a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Seven.
So I already told y'all I'm in a wedding and I went and rented a suit. It was a $50 deposit for the suit
Okay.
and $150 like when I picked the suit up. So like I'm supposed to get the $50 back, but like they only accepted cash. So I'm thinking like they can't charge me more for this suit. This might just be a steal on a suit. Like it's a tailored suit to my body for $200.
No, you'll get your deposit back.
I
And if you
know.
fuck it up, you'll just won't get your 50 back.
Well, I'm not gonna fuck it up, but I'm saying like if I was to get a tailored suit to my body, it's like $500.
Lamar Jackson drops back to pass.
Yeah, but the way they
throws deep to Odell. There's a flag,
And he runs east.
and he's gonna advance up the field, and he's gonna get hit
Oh,
really
hey.
hard.
Hey, did y'all see him fuck that ref up? He broke that ref's ankles. That was pretty funny.
He did break a ref's ankles. He might have broken all of the ribs on his body. He may have also pushed off, and that was the reason he was that far open.
CTE.
Nope.
Defense.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
Big play by OBJ. This guy still got it.
now he's gonna go find a puke bucket.
He got murdered by Logan Wilson. One of the hardest hits I've seen that wasn't flagged all
He
season.
did go straight east. Well, dude, it's because he kind of made his own bed there.
He
when
really
picked that
did.
ref up.
He made multiple cutbacks, and oh boy,
God, that was a big hit.
Mollywopped Wilson
Show me the
mollywopped
ref.
him.
Show me.
Yeah.
Great pass by
Show
Lamar
me the
Jackson.
hit. Oh, I wanted to see the hit from that angle.
Yeah, the hit looked more like it was like arm over the top more than like I thought there was a lot more head contact than there seemed to be. But OBJ's not in for this play.
Yeah, it looked like it at least knocked the wind out of him.
Oh,
Zay Flowers goes in
oh.
motion. Lamar Jackson
Keats.
play action to Keaton, and then runs for a gain of 8.
Was that a flag? Or is that going to get flagged? Because I think that guy just pushed that dude down after the play was done.
I didn't see it.
I don't think any of the refs did either. I don't think they care anymore.
Yeah,
I think the
it's
script
a little
is
ticky
fulfilled.
tacky. Yeah, there's a little left, but ticky in.
He got that. That was a good pull. That was a
What?
great
Huh?
pull.
Now here's a guy.
Yeah, I won't lie. Up until Lamar got tackled, I thought Mitchell had the ball.
Yeah, great
Second
play fake. Also, tiny TV. Fucking small. I
You're the
can't
only
even
one bringing
see.
it up, Jamie.
I know. I'm embarrassed. Just kidding.
By his
But I'm not.
rather large
Lamar
stone
Jackson.
TV.
Under center. Handoff goes to Hill. And guess what? He's going to
Doesn't
go
catch the
down
corner.
at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. Clock's running, though. Like, this game's over.
Put Gus back in.
The bang bus.
Hell yeah, man.
Gus Edwards is who we're talking
Right
about.
him on the face.
Lamar Jackson, 16 for 26, 267 yards, 2 touchdowns and 54 yards on the ground.
That was one of the Salem witches we just saw. It was a very homely athletic trainer.
Yes.
Well, that's rude.
She's beautiful on the inside, Caleb.
Exactly.
How dare you say
I
that?
was about to compliment that. You guys shat all over. I was about to say.
You also
she's a
just called her
wonderful-
homely, which has never been used.
Because she's very nice. You can't have.
Gus Bus gets the handoff, and he gets the first down.
Even
Better.
It's okay.
And guess what?
He'll take it.
Guess what's going to happen, Paxton Bailey? The bang bus. Gus Edwards is going to get 1 to 3 opportunities on the goal line here, and he will run one of them in for his second touchdown of the game. So congratulations to you.
I thought we were
Congratulations
about
to
to make
me.
money, and I just ruined it all. Because
Make money.
No, I thought you were about to shake my hand to make a bet, and I went to shake your hand, and then I fucked it because I didn't. Never mind.
Okay, well,
Gus
that's a
Edwards
weird
is
way to
good.
react to this, but yeah. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, no. I at least hope.
Well, I thought as well he was going to get another
I'm-
chance right here.
I'm also seeing a Lamar Jackson poll.
Guess what? The Gus Bus.
Gus.
Exactly what I said earlier. You ruined it. Just kidding.
It's just a little clip out.
The bang bus, Gus Edwards in for a second touchdown of the game. I think 14th touchdown over the past 3, 4, 5 games.
The sword has been planted in the AFC North.
The Gus bus, the bang bus, Gus Edwards, an
Driven-
absolute fantasy
driven.
asset.
Driven to the heart of the AFC North by the Bang Bus.
Come on,
Gus Edwards.
Dude, do they still make like NFL bad lip readings? They need to.
All I can say is, I'm Joe Burrow and I'm sad.
I like that.
Seven,
My grip
eight.
doesn't grip anymore.
I'm not going to lie,
9
for a second there I was like,
touchdowns this season.
why is there an Orioles
Gus Edwards.
fan being shoved
What's that?
on the
9
sideline?
touchdowns for Gus Edwards this season.
9 touchdowns for Gus Edwards. That's pretty good.
Be thankful that neither of them heard that.
With a huge community backfield that the Ravens have,
The,
too.
the,
Yeah,
uh,
they do.
the Raven, I don't know if it's Edgar, Allen, or Poe dancing around behind the end zone, but he's having a good time back there.
This is what made me ask if they still did a bad lip reading. So I was like, quit bitching, bro. Like, sorry, your
The
team's
Trey
ass.
Hendrickson being
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah, and like him like trying to get it through his own head that the numbers don't add up.
Whopper, 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 whopper. That's what we're watching right now.
That's how you know I'm hungry.
I'm starving. I
When you're
can't wait for this game to
considering
be
Burger
over.
King.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't considered Burger King since my college friend would give us 40 free chicken nuggets before they closed instead
Hell
of just
yeah.
throwing
See,
them out.
And I
This
bet
is,
those were the best chicken nuggets you've ever had
And
because
this
they
is-
were free.
and this is why I miss living in Baltimore at age 25, because I feel like
Because of the Burger King in
this is the
Baltimore?
point. This is the point where we would have
Right
left.
across from the crack den.
We would have left the stadium and then
They call it
watched
the
the
crack
remaining
nest because Orioles and Ravens.
every commercial break. Just gone to a new bar
Oh yeah.
and watched it until we got to like where just everybody was partying in
And
the
aren't you
streets at
able
the end of the
to
game.
aren't you able to like open carry there too with alcohol?
Certain streets and
Okay,
areas,
okay.
yeah.
That's
But
fine.
I mean, you can walk. You can basically walk from the stadium to the area that's open carry,
Oh.
and there's like a bar every other fucking corner. So it's like, you know what I mean? People out on the street, like, hey, come in and have a beer with us, and like you watch the next play, chug a beer, and then walk to the next bar, get a beer, watch the next play.
And then you're sitting there watching the Ravens and you go, I wonder why the Orioles are on right now.
I told you it was a split second.
I know.
I saw orange and black in Baltimore. I was like, wait, Oriole? Oh, no.
While y'all were talking to each other, he said, for a split second, I wondered why they were showing an Orioles fan. I was like, all right. It's like, to be 25 in Maryland.
Maryland's
You know
not
what's funny though? I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been shitting on Baltimore culture, but the real problem has actually been I have not been to Maryland. I was in Virginia, and Maryland was there playing a bowl game, and so like they drove those shitty ass buses with like the flag on the side.
Oh yeah, that's horribly distracting.
Yeah, like okay. So like first of all, that's why I was like, no, Maryland's a beautiful area, but like I didn't like it, and like it was not even Maryland. So
I'm in a
was
Facebook
judging
group.
it on Virginia.
I'm on a Facebook group called Maryland's Not a State, It's a Cult. And it's just like, I mean, it's funny Maryland memes, but like, no, the flag like is like, I like it because it is what it is. And I think like the the colors.
Dude,
and it's
it
like,
makes me remember we were fucking British royals. Like that's where we came from, and I don't like that.
Kickoffs through the end zone.
It's like I just want to be American. Why are there no stars here? I need some stripes in this bitch.
Where's the red, white, and blue?
It's like no, but this is a fleur de lis. It's like I don't give a shit what you call it, buddy.
So Ravens are going to get a win here. They're going to have a commanding lead
Oh, beautiful.
in the AFC North with potentially out Joe Burrow for a long period of time.
Yeah.
With Deshaun Watson out for the season, with Kenny Pickett being the starting quarterback for the Steelers.
Like the idea that this could possibly go down to the Ravens versus the Steelers in the very
That's
last
very
game of the
traditional.
season.
Well, at
would
least
just-
for my child.
I would hate that. Like it would blow my mind again.
Well, and can I just say, I think it's weird that Joe Burrow has not been officially ruled out. He has not been like
Odell injured on that play. Could be, looks like a
looks
shoulder.
like a pec injury.
A shoulder injury, I would say.
He got driven down. pretty
Yeah,
hard.
Hey, are
right
the
on the
fields
shoulder
wet,
or a
too?
rib.
Yeah, because it's like cold and like I mean, it's just got that kind of.
Not
cold,
Joe
like-
Burrow drops
Why would
back.
you
He's
not
gonna get
Oh,
sacked. And that's literally game.
He could have dumped that
My
off,
God.
at least just to get it out of his hands.
JV6 is
Like,
having
maybe-
a tough time. Kyle Van Noy on the sack.
Maybe it's because I'm not used to looking at it from this angle, but that like a 30-yard sack. Like Jesus.
No, it's the.
It was a
angle
loss
for
of
sure.
10, I think. Yeah.
On the former Raven, nonetheless.
Yeah. If that was Tom Brady last year.
And it
that
wasn't
would've
just
been
Van Noy, it was Owe
Yeah.
too. So it's like he would have done either way. No, what I was gonna say earlier about Belichick is only Tom Brady is the only human being that was like able to withstand the cruel tutelage of
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
Belichick.
Look at him go.
You have to have a mental fortress for that.
Hand off to Keontae Williams.
Almost
Gain
for
of
a first
12
down.
on the play. It'll be 4th down. They're going to have to go for it.
Bill Belichick got one too many rings, and he couldn't handle the power of the rings.
Dude, there was a news article that came up on my phone that was like, this legendary head coach's wife says Bill Belichick needs to retire. And then underneath it was like, he doesn't deserve, it was a direct quote. She's like, he doesn't deserve to win another game for the rest of his career. And I was like, bitch. No, not bitch, but like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't care what your thoughts are on Bill Belichick. Who asked you? Why are you just making statements on coaches no one asked you to talk about? Wow.
Nacho Burrow,
wow.
JV6 advances the ball on 4th down up to midfield.
Keep doubting him.
This is my time to shine. This is my time to make them remember my name.
I
It's
can't.
not Joe Burrow. It's Browning.
It's really just root of him getting that 1st down run because that's just going to eliminate Gus Edwards and Keaton Mitchell cheap carries towards the end of this game.
Well, and it called for another pan to Joe Burrow on the sideline, too. It's just like, there's the guy who's not doing what he's supposed to.
Jake Big Dick Browning does not care about Gus Edwards.
No,
He doesn't
watch-
care that you
no,
think
watch it
he's
get on.
27. He's playing.
Laser beam by JV6 to Hudson. See, he really does love all of the practice squad guys, the scout team guys. He has probably not thrown a ball at Jamar Chase in practice all season, if I had to guess.
They probably like reprimand him when he does so. No.
When
I'm
Burrow
still-
went down, he went over and shook his hand for the first time. I'm like, hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the moment that Browning takes
You
like a
can
6
quit now.
sack. His helmet goes rolling, and Steven Willie Beeman has to come out.
Wow, this will be another not eventful game for the fucking Cowboys, and that means that Cowboy fan egos will just be dog shit again for another week in Texas.
Josh Dobbs, though,
The Pastronaut.
the Pastronaut.
Is
Your
anybody else a fan of the
quarterback
show The
has-
Wire?
No.
Like, oh man, because
That's gonna be a
More
great
Baltimore
game.
things.
Yeah.
because Josh Dobbs looks like one
And
of the main
every single
characters.
person who's ever been on a live stream wants to come to my house Monday.
What?
So we're going to have to manage that. We have, I think 7 guests currently booked on the Monday Night Football game.
Well, hey, shout out to the new couch, Jamie, because you're gonna have it packed.
It's going to be a full couch.
It's gonna be a full couch.
I have to tell some people to shut up.
I know,
Because the play's happening.
but it's okay. It'll drive you crazy, but
I
it'll
might do the honorable thing and back out.
Yeah, no, please don't. Not Joe Burrow drops back to pass. and he's going to
Dude,
roll
what a
out to
hop.
the right,
Keep doubting him.
and he's going to get
Dude,
out of bounds, be
I
a
could
first down
okay,
play.
hey Paxton, in your in his autobiography that he wrote, I meant to say, did he play baseball? Because that was a nice outfielder's crow hop out of a tackle right there.
Odell, 116 yards. He has his shoulder pads off currently. He's going to be out for the rest of the
Does he have any
game.
baseball records in
That's a
California?
smart move at this point.
Well, yeah, they benched all the starters anyway, but yeah, he's definitely injured on the play. It'll be a first down
He just wanted
for
to show off his chain,
JB6.
Yeah, he did. He's like, this was Cleopatra's.
dude. You want to look at my chain that has every color?
It is very colorful. By the way, my name is Jamie Jakes. You can follow me at JAMJKS on X. Please subscribe to the channel. This is Caleb B. Davis. Caleb, what do you have to tell them?
My name is Caleb B. Davis. I still call X Twitter, and you can follow me there or anywhere at FunnyCBD, because this has been fun. Me.
Not Joe Burrow in shotgun. He drops back to pass. He throws it to Irwin,
For the first down.
the crocodile hunter, for a first down.
Shouldn't he be the pigskin hunter?
He really doesn't know the pigskin hunter. He really doesn't know how to throw to anybody other than his backup targets.
And
Paxton Bailey, what do you got to tell him?
Follow me on Instagram and YouTube at pbailey_comedy. Go check out the new episodes, including one dropping with Jamie, I believe, December 12th. Or
Okay,
something around
that's still
that
a
date.
long time away.
Yeah.
The snap is away. The pass is to a guy, Jamar Chase, and he catches a touchdown.
He was like, you know what? I'll go ahead.
He's not even happy about
doubting
it.
him.
He's not even happy about it.
Well, we're going to have an onside kick here for the Bengals.
No, he was professional about it. He was like, hey, thanks, big dog, from the 2-minute drill at OTAs. Like, I appreciate you, but you're not it.
This has been Hans. He's a Ravens fan. What do you have to tell him?
You can follow me on Instagram at mnhans_DFW. Catch me at Sharks on a fairly often basis. Catch me at Reno's on a fairly often basis. Catch me at TK's.
Those
Often basis.
are open mics in Dallas, where we are currently recording this episode, to give you more context for what he's talking about.
If you're catching in from Baltimore, drive all the way into our open mics.
Yep. Come here, fly in. Everyone.
No, don't fly, drive.
Yeah, you have to drive because that's what you deserve
because you live in Baltimore.
because you live in Baltimore.
That's fair.
And it's a nice long vacation away from your crack dens, apparently.
But anyways, Paxton, what I was going to say, for
This
the
neighbor's not.
Monday night live stream, I think we're going to do bits. So we're going to have people call in
Oh, right. Yeah.
and do Donald Trump calling in, or a Taylor Swift fan calling in to be like the guest, like the Manning cast guest
Yeah.
remotely, where really they'll just be standing slightly off camera and just talking to us.
Okay.
It can't
That
be any worse
is
than Tiffany Haddish.
D'Angelo, a character from The Wire. And tell me that doesn't look like Josh Dobbs.
And with his like red cap on in the picture, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
He was in something else.
I don't think I'm
can't remember what
allowed
it
to
was.
say yes to that
He was in The
question.
Waterboy. Actually, I just found
Oh,
that out.
yeah. He was the kicker.
Yeah.
Best thing ever.
So we got a onside kick attempt here,
Hey, I don't know why, but
Kick
that
it to Nelson
says
Aguilar, see what
delayed
happens.
time to be decided.
and they receive the kick. The Bengals still have 3 timeouts, which means the Ravens have to try to get a first down here.
Your computer screen. It says delayed time to be decided, and the scores are incorrect.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
It's the Google scoreboard has not worked virtually all season. So
Oh, okay.
surprise. I've been updating them where our time is, but for sake of the clips, it's gonna be a fucking nightmare for me to figure it out. So
Well-
one more plug. Follow one more Instagram page, Dingbat District Podcast, all one word. Just started up, and we got a bunch of new upgrades coming here pretty soon.
the bang bus in the backfield, handoff up the middle, banging up the middle, handoff, timeout by the Bengals. Will you at least put up more clips from our episode, or what?
Yeah. So I went back to
Put up more
posting.
clips
I am.
of our episode.
I'm going to.
It was so great. They want to see it.
Jamie, I'm going to post them again.
The
I'm
Bengals
putting
didn't
Peyton
take it.
Payne and Canes out first because that's coming out next. And then it's y'all's, and then it's Jacob Marshall and Cody Swift.
Well, Bengals taking an L. I'm sure we're taking an L because there's no chance anybody's watching this because this game has been over for a while. Thank you, guys.
Hey,
And please bang the
I was
microphone.
gonna plug my open mic, but it's pretty shitty, so don't come.
What the hell?
I would love to come.
No, it is fun, but the next one's the night before Thanksgiving. No one's gonna show up to that.
Oh, there is actually someone watching, so tell them about it.
All right, I've got an open mic in Little Elm, Texas. I'm sure you've never heard of it. Look it up. It's at the Hula Hut DFW. It's technically in Little Elm again, like I said. It's every Wednesday through November, the 22nd and the 29th. The 22nd is right before Thanksgiving, so yeah, all of the rest of November.
Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel. We're going to do more of these. Good night.